online at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
We scan for life. That's what Life Imaging says, and man, they sure do. They can help you. Listen, it's June, and June is Men Health Awareness Month. But you know what? Men don't take care of their health their heart health. They don't think about it. Too many guys ignore symptoms. They delay doctor visits, and they really should get in and get this free heart scan. It's free. Really, why not do it? Early detection of heart disease and of cancer is a lifesaver. It really is in terms of treatment and outcome. Now, I learned the hard way with my sister, Carla Kay. When she went and she got her scan, it was stage 4 cancer, and it was too late for her. I told her, and we talked about, we want to get everybody in and get that scan early, so don't delay. Get in and get that scan. You can do it by calling Life Imaging. Just pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250. Say the keywords free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but it's definitely worth doing. Do it today. It's a $699 value that is worth it. Do it, and then ask about the cancer screening. That is super important to do. Don't put it off again. Take advantage of this life-saving gift, the knowledge of your own body, so you know what's going on with your own body. It's Life Imaging. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250. Say the keywords free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. Let them know that Russ Rollins and the Monster sent you.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Storm season is here, Central Florida. Is your home ready? Renewal by Andersen is offering storm season savings with buy one, get one 40% off windows and doors, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 full year. Storms and hurricanes have caused tens of billions of dollars in damage across Florida annually. That means now is the perfect time to prepare your home before the next storm is on the radar. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact Windows and Doors are built for Florida homes and designed to help stand up to severe weather. Florida homeowners don't just choose their windows for storm protection, they also improve energy efficiency year-round, which means added comfort and lower energy bills. Schedule a free in-home design consultation where their experts will guide you through the full replacement process from design to install. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com and choose your savings today, or better yet, stop by their showroom off of Lee Road in Winter Park. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. I think we can all agree that plumbing issues are the worst, and it's always great to have a seasoned professional ready to go if you happen to run into those problems. Enter Modern Plumbing Industries. From houses to high-rises, these guys are Central Florida's plumbing company. Employee-owned and in business since 1975. Their integrity and workmanship are second to none, and they have some great deals as well. If you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll receive $50 off your service call. Book your appointment today at 407-327-6000 or hop online at modernpi.com.
Meet Sophia, a huge soccer fan. With her Real Unlimited from Total Wireless, she's streaming 3 games, video calling her cousin in Mexico,
and running the quiniela all on my new Samsung Galaxy.
She's practically running the whole tournament from her phone.
Good thing I have Total Wireless.
Switch to Total Wireless Total Max 5G or All Access plans to get on a network that won't put you second. Plus, a Samsung Galaxy on us. Total Wireless, your own Real Unlimited. Offer ends 7/8/2026 or while supplies last. Device taxes and fees may apply.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately. Broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements.
Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Look at all the complaints that our competitors have on their BBB ratings. GimmeTheVin.com is a 5-star rated company. We do what we say we're going to do. It's that easy.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, it's the News Junkie. And I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup update.
Portugal took care of business against Uzbekistan with a 5-0 win in Houston yesterday. Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice and made history along the way.
It's his 144th international goal.
Ronaldo now the only man ever to score in 6 tournaments. Busy day ahead today with 6 matches on the schedule, including Mexico against Czechia and Canada facing Switzerland.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. America. That's America. Enter it now.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie starts now.
It is Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. Lots to get to today, from I can't release the video to a UFC fighter goes crazy in new body cam footage, and a kid gets off a Disney ride and falls down the big drop. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. C-Lane is here.
Hello.
So are you. Well, Josh is here as well.
Yeah.
And you are too. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right to the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good. Yeah. Not bad.
Sorry about that, Josh. Yeah, I mean, that was rude.
You know,
that was rude, man.
Leave,
no, I don't. I want you here, man. I need you here today, for God's sake, for 100 reasons. But one is just to be some fresh eyes on the incident that happened yesterday after the show. I mean, that's going to be a key thing.
Oh boy.
C-Lane didn't send you the video of our embarrassing.
No, he hasn't seen it yet.
No. Okay. I mean, I literally don't. I don't think we can play it. Like, I don't think. I know. I promised. I know. I promised that we would play this. I have to struggle with this a little bit during the show today, at least. First of all, C-Lane dropped some curse words during our performance that was in front of all of the iHeart staff.
I dropped one uncouth word.
Yeah.
The C word.
More importantly, I was way worse than anticipated. I was so bad.
You know what I was a little disappointed in?
Were you?
I wasn't disappointed in you, Sean.
I was.
The expectations were met on the Sean front. Great. Lower your standards, raise your average, but the expectations were met. I was disappointed that I didn't know. I thought it was just going to be like a regular karaoke DJ that we had at this team rally, this company rally. And no, this was a guy who did the DJing, but also was playing a set of congas, and he had a sax player with him.
Yeah, there was a saxophone guy. I thought they were back there. At first, I thought there were other employees who were just kind of setting the scene, like making the karaoke feel for it.
The saxophone player does look like one of our sales guys. So I kept looking at him and going, that guy plays saxophone? And then I was like, nope. He's right over there. He's sitting right over there. Never mind.
So we get there yesterday, and I realized when I walked into this venue, and it's like a decent-sized venue with a big stage and all this stuff, that all of iHeart had gathered at. And then C-Lane and I are on the script, or like the outline for the event, to do a performance on the stage. And I go, I didn't even practice for a second on the way here. Like I didn't warm up my voice. I didn't see if I could pull this off. And oh my God, was that clear and evident. And
no, the disappointing part for me was that the two guys, the DJ that was playing the congas and the sax player helped him sing backup. And I was like, no. This should be just Sean.
Yeah, it's called empathy, Sile, and they heard how bad this was going, and they go, "Oh my God!"
This is the suicidal empathy you're always talking about.
This is it. Yes, this is that. This is the worst version of it. So we have the video now. Technically, I'll tell you, it's on the boss's cell phone at the moment, but we're getting the transfer of it. Then Sealand has to censor some stuff. And then possibly we're going to play it during the show today. But I have to tell you, and I'm not kidding or exaggerating at all here, it is so much worse than I thought it was going to be.
You haven't even seen
it. Does it sound like I think it's going to sound?
I haven't watched a lot of the Well,
okay, good. So, well, you can't take too much physically, I don't think.
So I went to censor it real quick before the show, and the way I transferred it to my laptop, the version that I got was like, you know how sometimes you send a video over text messages and they make it smaller to go through the tubes?
Yeah,
like
right.
The phone like compresses it really. I got a very small, compressed, low qual version of it. Mm-hmm. And then when I loaded it in to do the censoring, all of it was.
Okay, if we are going to, if we even attempt to play this back, it has to be crystal clear. Because don't tell me don't chicken out. Don't say all those people donated. I'm telling you, this is like a career ender. That's the level of bad that we're dealing with. But we'll try to work out some sort of deal or possibly get this video worked in during the show today. Right now, maybe we can distract you with something else. Let's try. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to, well, where the hell is this? Somewhere where it was raining really bad. The Midwest has been hit with all these big storms.
This guy doesn't know where it is.
We had the guy his house got completely destroyed by the tornado. That one was absolutely crazy. And now we have this. These guys are driving along in their vehicle, and it starts to hail on them. And at first, when I heard them say DVD-sized hail, I thought, well, that's a stupid way to talk about hail. Like, when I think about the biggest hail I've ever seen, I would say bouncy ball, quarter-sized hail. I would give something round.
Yeah, usually you would equate the size of the hail to something spherical. Golf ball size hail is very common.
That's a good one.
Racquetball size hail. That even kind of implies more damage because if a bunch of racquetballs were falling out of the sky, not racquetball. What's the one that you play?
Croquet ball.
Croquet ball.
Yeah.
Croquet ball sized hail would be even scarier because you're just imagining thousands of croquet balls come, crashing at you from the clouds and just ruining your stuff.
The first thing I hear is DVD size hail, and I think this is ridiculous. That's a stupid way to talk about this. But then I was convinced. Here we go.
Oh, dude, look at them bouncing up here.
Oh my God! What the?
That came through the windshield.
Buddy.
We just had to come almost all the way through the windshield. Cover your eyes.
Oh my God, bro! What in the world?
The wipers are doing a lot of work.
Yeah, the wipers are continuing as their entire windshield is now completely smashed out by these huge hails.
If something like this happens to you,
that is the biggest hailstone I've ever seen.
Is it safe to continue to run your wipers? I would worry that the wipers. I mean, I know there's rain and stuff you're trying to wipe off of there.
Yeah,
but wouldn't you worry that maybe if the impact of the hail had sort of it caused some of the pieces of windshield to go askew, that the wipers would just make it worse? And
I would have thought so, but does your windshield break in such a way that when it breaks, it's still smooth? You know what I mean? Like, is it breaking on the inside, and so you could still?
We need to hear from car people on that.
if I have a DVD-sized piece of hail smash my front windshield, and now I run my hand flat across the front of my windshield, am I going to be ripped to shreds, or is it still going to be smooth because the breakage is happening in the center? What's that called? Tempered or something?
Yeah, tempered. But tempered, I think, would break into all those little pieces. Mm-hmm. This looks like traditional glass.
Oh my God, it's huge though. The
through
stuff.
my windshield.
They show outside. There's big pieces of hail all over the ground, and I was still like, hold on, DVD-sized hail. But they show it here at the end. I'll put it up on See It Now for everybody else so you can see what's going on. But the hail literally, a good comparison was DVDs. Windows smashed out.
That looks fairly smooth.
There you go. That's the actual
I didn't know that. DVD.
Kind of a mini disc.
I think it's pretty big. We'll let people decide.
It's a GameCube game.
Were those mini CDs that used to come as like CD singles, or they would put them in like a box of cereal?
You're talking about the ones that little kids would play, hit clips or something?
No. They had like a smaller version of the CD, like and it wouldn't work in a CD play like a car one because if it fed in, like it wouldn't align. But they had, if you had the CD tray, like your CD-ROM would have, that little insert in the middle, they had CDs that just fit that they were smaller.
8-centimeter CDs?
That's what it is, Joshua.
Nailed
8
it.
centimeter.
You're Never heard of them in my life. Don't believe they're real.
You never saw those?
Completely fake news. But
fake news.
DVD-sized hail is what
Fake
it was.
news
And it turns out this hits vehicle in Texas. That was in Texas where that went down.
Somebody says DVD is about softball size. No, it's not. A DVD is softball sized? No. They're saying
DVD's big. Well, actually, yeah, I think that's right. A softball's big, man. Like a softball is your full-on mitt. Like it's like a bear claw size thing. A softball is pretty big. A DVD might be a little. I think it's about the same circumference would be my guess. I have no idea.
Softball has a circumference of 12 inches?
Yeah.
Is that true?
They're big, bro. Yeah,
they're
you would see. You ever seen the picture?
I don't believe you guys when you talk.
Yeah, so you got the softball pitcher up there, and they do that thing where they like kind of loop-de-loop it behind their back, and then they underhand pitch it. It's way too big to even throw overhand. Somebody says maybe a jumbo softball. No, like a softball is just big.
The circumference of the softball, 12 inches. That's 12 inches around. The DVD, 14.92. Not too different.
Yeah,
a little bit.
All right. A little bit bigger. Okay. We have so many things to sink into on the show today. I can't wait to get into this report that was completely obliterated by these drunk Scottish guys. It is out of control. I'm kind of amazed that they put the woman in this circumstance, but I do want to play it for you, so we'll get into that in the next segment when we kick off the show full speed. Will emails the show, a couple of emails to start us off. Will says the tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, guys, you were talking about holding spots yesterday on the show. I think another good point is where if somebody parks on one side of a shopping center and walks to the other side of the shopping center, I think that's wrong. I think you should park in the parking lanes by the store that you're going to, says this person.
But that's weird.
I've never heard that before. Like, just for the record, if you missed yesterday's show, I was talking about this lady who I thought was a hero because she saw people taking up all these pool chairs by like the best spots at the pool, and they put towels over them to hold the pool chairs, and then they went away for hours at a time. And I talked about how people do this at the bar. They'll lean their chair up against the bar and they'll be like, no, I'm sitting there. And they won't be there for hours. Sometimes you're like, you're not using the thing. What? This is wrong that people are doing this stuff. But this person says to take it another level, if you're in a parking spot and you're in a shopping center, you should only park like in the direct line of the stores you're going to. I do that all the time. I don't. Do we agree or disagree with this, chat? That's a dumb take. Wait, what? People not on board.
I don't think, I'm not going to call the guy dumb for saying it, but I do think it's wrong. I mean, I disagree with it.
Wrong.
I think I don't see what the point of doing that is. Like, you park in front of one store and go to a completely different store way down the way. Is it because you're going to end up at that last store? And...
Well, so I parked last night to go to this nightmare karaoke thing that we'll maybe play the video of, possibly.
Nightmare karaoke sounds like a really fun Halloween event. Trademark.
It's not a bad idea, actually. Halloween karaoke event, possibly in the cards.
Nightmare karaoke.
Now we're distracted, but we're getting somewhere, strangely enough. I parked for this karaoke event for iHeart like 3 blocks away because it was downtown and the only place to block was quite a ways away. Have I done something wrong because I didn't park right next to the venue that I was going to? No. What the hell is that? That's weird. If you're in a shopping center or like for a mall, do you have to park right at the entrance of the mall exactly closest to the store that you're going in inside the mall? No.
I would say most mall parking lots sort of radiate out from the central position of the mall. So if you're parking very far from the entrance of the mall, there's hardly anywhere that would benefit you, I think.
The parking lot is for the shopping center. And if you park in the shopping center parking lot, then you could go to anything that's in that shopping center, and that's totally fine. I can see businesses being more mad about this. Like you go, hey, why are you parking over here when you're going to that store over there? These are
and some of them make arrangements with the owners of the shopping center to say, hey, as part of our lease, we want a couple parking spots reserved for us that say like this. Like, for example, there's a pet store next to my Publix, and they have 2 barking spots.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
And I refuse to park in them when I'm going to Publix. But if I'm going to pick up pet food, I will use the parking spot.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Waterboy says, let's get real. Courtney did the parking. Probably, yeah. I mean, she drives more than I do. I just don't think that's weird, but you guys can weigh in on that.
Courtney wasn't there.
For what?
You were talking about the event yesterday.
Oh, no. Yeah, she didn't park at that. It was just me. Yeah, I just drove by myself, which is why I had no excuse not to go through that song in my head and like sing it along by myself inside the car. Instead, I just put on a YouTube video and I completely muttered and sputtered my way there. And I mean, I don't want to go all over the place here. I don't think I told you guys this, did I? I didn't tell you this.
It's hard to know. It's hard to know.
After the show, I could even bring Courtney in on this at some point in time. After the show, I've never been more mad. I don't think in a year as I was after the show yesterday because of something that happened to me. Okay, I'll talk about it when we come back. Because I got so heated about this. Courtney was like, I'm going to stop responding for a little while, and I'll hear you out, and if you need to get anything off your shoulders. Oh, my God. I lost it yesterday. I'll tell you what happened with that, too. So we got more emails. We got the Miami reporter getting surrounded by the World Cup fans, and I'll let you in on that story. Perhaps we're going to play a video at some point here that will embarrass the hell out of me and maybe C-Lane to a much smaller degree, but we'll see how it goes on the show today. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
We don't buffer. We improvise. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
From the Clausman Law.
Hello! Welcome behind the scenes of the show. School mic activated. I gotta tell you this story. I was so mad. So unbelievably mad. The spider curse continues. And God, did it get me good yesterday. I'll tell you the story. We'll do it in the next couple of segments here. But, chat, just to throw this out there. How do we feel about this? What if we didn't play the video today of the karaoke debacle? What if we didn't play that video and instead we gave you like a surprise announcement for the live event coming up next week? What if we traded the video for a surprise announcement about the live show next week instead of the embarrassing iHeart moment in front of all of our fellow employees? Will we take that trade, yes or no? No deal? Boo? Depends on how good the surprise announcement is. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. You should definitely take the deal. Only if you sing it at the live show. No deal, no thanks. We want the video. Video, no thanks. We'll hear the surprise announcement eventually. Play the damn video. I hate that logic works, but it does a little bit, actually. Couple of minutes and we're back live. The spider curse had legs? Yeah. Well, you can tell I didn't drink. Because here are my drink tickets from last night. Stone cold sober when we get to this event. And then I thought, oh my God, I'm here first. C-Lane's not here yet. And then C-Lane comes up to me. I go, okay, thank God I don't have to do it by myself. But it went so bad that I am absolutely considering just tanking the whole thing so we don't play. Because otherwise it'll be... save it for secret shows so it can be played unedited? Well, we can do both. We need to. You can't have Brett if Sean doesn't play the video. Do not tie my delivery of this embarrassing video of myself to someone else's delivery of delicious bread. Please do not rope me into that. Breaking news, 5.6 magnitude earthquake hits California. Redwood Valley, California. A couple hours north of San Francisco, California. Just hit by a 5.6 magnitude earthquake shaking Northern California. We'll keep an eye on it, as you might imagine. So you're setting us up for how bad it is, so when we see it, we won't be surprised at how good it is. I don't know if you believe me when I'm just being honest about things, but I am telling you right now, from the most honest place in my body, in my bones, in my heart, this did not go well. The video embarrasses me. I'll tell you that there are already employees who have been sending us photos and clips around iHeart of C-Lane and I on stage. Okay? Just so you know. Employees sending us photos of C-Lane and I on the stage because it was that bad. All right? This is an internal issue at iHeartRadio. That's how bad it is. So if you believe me in any moment, believe me right now that I do not want to show this video. Is iHeart rethinking your contract extension now? Possibly. Not internal anymore. I saw the vid. Lies. Lies. She didn't see nothing. 90 seconds. Hit like on the YouTube live stream if you don't mind. It'd be greatly appreciated. Hit that like button on the YouTube live stream. If you're new here, this is a syndicated radio show. We're on in the southeastern U.S., all over Florida, also throughout New York, and soon spreading west across the United States of America. It's the News Junkie, the world's most viral newsroom. When I sit here, we're doing the show. When I talk to you this way, and the camera follows me around the room, that is when we're in commercial breaks. Camera operation brought to you by Goose Springsteen for the 4th of July. Oh, indeed. Oh, boy. He's teasing this video in typical Washington fashion. It'll be teased for at least 2 more segments. First of all, no. Second of all, I had told you if I was going to play it, it's going to be in the power hour. so I can play it and then end the show and forget about it shortly after. Like, no way in hell, no shot, not for nothing. Don't care who tells me to do it. I'm not playing the video before the last hour of the show, because no way am I playing the video and having to deal with everything that happens afterwards. No. Not happening. Okay? Now let's go to this reporter who got thrown to the wolves by her TV station. Wait until you see this report. The Scottish Miami Marlins fans going nuts around her, cursing live on air. Hold on.
Only $8. It's the hoagies you love, now with even more value. Big flavor, same Hoagie Fest vibes, but only for a limited time. Hoagie Fest is back. Gotta have a Wawa.
I've been hearing for decades that the markets can solve climate change. Today, we have more incentives for market solutions than ever, and emissions are rising. On this season of Drilled, Carbon Cowboys, the story of 3 market solutions colliding in one multinational boondoggle.
You gotta give Bruce and the guys credit. They're Republicans. They don't give a shit about any of this stuff.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Drilled and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. America. That's America. Enter it now.
Rio, no radio. 104.1.
On a constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock. This is
So good to see him. Somebody saying 100 subs, you play that video immediately? No shot. Nah, sorry. No shot. If it's going to be played, this embarrassing video, the embarrassing video, if it is going to make it on the show, will be in the final hour, and that's it. Because I told people, like, I'm not playing this and then sitting around in the stink afterwards. I don't want to do that. I feel like people will watch and go, C-Lane's pretty cool, man. Look at C-Lane. That's pretty cool. Look at him go. And then they'll watch and they'll be like, I don't know if I can even support C-Lane anymore after watching what just happened on that video.
You're bringing me down, man.
Oh, buddy, hold on. I want to be as clear as possible. First of all, thank you, okay? I'm saying this from me to you, C-Lane. Thank you, all right? I appreciate that. I appreciate you had my back. You did almost all of the heavy lifting for this embarrassing moment and this performance in front of our fellow employees that we possibly will play in the final hour of the show. You definitely saved a life there, number one. Number two,
I listened to that phrase song for a how-to.
You were close to getting what that song was really about on the stage, too. I was going to take that mic cord and wrap it around my throat.
They were wireless.
I would... Just my luck.
He's improving.
Yeah, all right. Well, that was bad. And number one, thank you. Number one, thank you. The video's not all over Reddit. No. Number one, thank you. Number two, you did a great job. You did. I really did my best to drag you down on accident, but you did a great job. We'll see if we can get into that later. All right, here we go. Let's get to this Miami reporter. C-Lane censored this for me because Channel 10 News, this is in Miami. Channel 10 News in Miami, they said, hey, we see all these crazy Scottish people in town for the World Cup. A brilliant idea would be to send our tiny little reporter, this little blonde lady, out into a mosh pit. Yeah, let's send her out there.
Reporter.
And let's send her out there in a mosh pit of drunk Scottish people. Now, I love the Scots. I love them. They're having fun for the World Cup. I think it's great. I do hate their bagpipes, but I have to tell you, if you're a news director and you're at Channel 10 and you send your reporter into the mouth of the lion's den here or whatever, I'm sure there's a better way to say that.
No, that's it.
Into the lion's den, and you send your reporter into the lion's den, I think that you have done them a disservice. You knew that this was not going to go well. And that's what happened here. So Local 10 News sends this blonde reporter out there into the field. She's a tiny, tiny lady. and she's surrounded by Scottish people. It could have gone worse, but here's how it went. And everybody at the studio is like, wow, it's wild there. And she's like, am I going to survive this moment?
With a group of the Tartan Army here as we just finished our march from the volunteer.
Okay, first thing you might have noticed is you've got an announcer at the Miami Marlins Stadium that's talking over this. You've got drunk Scottish people all over her and leaning into her microphone. You can barely hear the reporter to begin with during this live shot on the news. So, I mean, that's just a starting point here.
This guy in the foreground is double fisting, too.
The man with two, are they both tall boys?
Yeah. Two tall boys, Stella Artois.
He's got two tall boys, Stella. The Scots can drink, baby. They can, and they're around this lady, and one of them eventually gets a bit closer.
We love Miami. We love Miami. Up the Scotland.
Okay.
She grabs the microphone back for him because he said, we love Miami, which is fine. But then, did he say, I'm the effing king of Scotland?
I think he said, up the effing Scotland.
Up the effing Scotland. All right,
is that like a mean?
I don't know. It's a phrase that they say over there. Up the effing Scotland.
I thought he said, I'm the effing Scotland, but that doesn't make sense either.
True. All right, let's see what he said. One more time.
Up the Scotland. Up the Scotland.
Okay.
Go. Is it God bless Scotland? Is that one more time? One more time. Think God bless Scotland right now as you hear it, and think very heavy Scottish accent.
Up the Scotland. Up the Scotland.
Okay,
I don't know.
It's hard to tell. I'm
Yeah.
between God bless and up the.
I think up the Scotland might be what he was saying.
So, I'm Scottish man.
I'm sorry.
So,
I'm sorry.
Scotland, that is, of course,
Can't hear a word she's saying at this point. She's surrounded by Scottish people who, you know what they do? Apparently, Scottish people take every banger song ever and then just put themselves into it. So I'm pretty sure this is Zombie
Seven
Nation
Army.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
This is so they're just like, instead of boom, 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 the bass line kicking in. I'm not doing karaoke again here, but instead of the bass line kicking in, they're doing the No Scotland, No Party song.
viral on social media. They were up in Boston where they supported their national team. They are a loud, proud, bagpipe-playing group, and they travel around, and they are having so much fun, and they've made their way down here to Miami, and a lot of them don't even have tickets to go home.
Yeah. A lot of them don't have tickets to go home. We're afraid they may stick around.
A lot of them are overstaying their visas.
Well, I always wondered. I wonder how many of those guys were in Boston, and then they were like, maybe they do the open-ended trip because they go, I don't know if Scotland stays in this thing.
That's true.
We're staying until Scotland's done.
But she's saying they don't even have tickets to go home. They don't. Are the Scottish people so wild that they have arrived in the United States of America and they're like, we'll figure it out. If we need to get back home, we'll figure that out at some point in time. Because that sounded like what the lady said, this reporter. Again,
They could probably hitch a ride with Freddie from Germany because at the end of this, they're just going to hand that guy a plane.
Freddie from Germany is now a billionaire, just for the record. I saw the other day he was about to miss his flight, and then every airline under the sun was like, we will provide you first-class seats. We will get you there. We will have a specially catered airplane. They'll bring you right there.
He was about to miss his flight, and then, the sea of people at TSA parted. Like it was the Jennifer Hudson show, and they're all just clapping. Freddie's here, Freddie.
He does that awkward dance down the people with their hands up in the air, like at a wedding where you go through the middle of all the arms.
Yeah,
that yes. These guys, I don't know how we got that far into Freddie and his whole mission in the United States, but the Scottish people might need a ride back with him. I think that's what brought us there. The Scottish people continue to surround this lady. And keep in mind, nobody from HQ at the TV station has popped in and gone, hey, are you okay? Should we wrap this up?
Should we cut the live shot because somebody's already cursed on it?
Yeah, they're saying the F-bomb on live television. Should we stop this broadcast right now?
Until Scotland plays.
That guy is triple fisting.
Oh, yeah.
Right here, look.
Well, those are smaller beers.
He has 3 Coors Light bottles in his hand. The Scots are absolutely unhinged, out of control, unbelievable.
Scotland plays out in the tournament. But I spoke to a lot of people at Volunteering earlier today, and they are just excited to be here. And they're just
can't hear a word she said.
Accepted here in America.
All right. Honestly, it's been absolutely incredible. The people of America have been wonderful, so welcoming to us. It's been an absolute.
This is a pre-produced package, so you can fast forward to the end where the anchors are like, "Oh my gosh, you are a trooper."
Yeah, how did you survive through that? I want to hear what they say, though.
Okay.
Be part of the World Cup again, finally, after 28 years.
Finally.
The reception back home has been unbelievable, but we weren't sure if it was the internet blowing it up. But we've came here at the airport in Orlando. Americans are coming up to us. Amazing. Boston. We smashed it. No arrests, 0 arrests. Just fun.
No arrests.
That's impressive for Scottish guys.
Can I ask a really dopey question here? Is this always how it is to host the World Cup, or is this like something special that's going on here for this World Cup?
No, I think it is. That's always how it is. It's just depends on the country that you do it in, because some of the countries that have hosted World Cup have not been party places. Like, wasn't it the last World Cup that was in like Qatar or something, where they're like, they're not allowed to sell alcohol here, or they.
It was the last World Cup at a place where you couldn't drink, and that's another explanation.
Like big news.
It was in Qatar.
Okay, so this is way better than Qatar. So anybody who went to Qatar/Qatar, pick your poison. Anybody who went to that country, they probably are like, oh my God, America is amazing. This is such a good experience. Or maybe like this is just what the World Cup is like. And if it is, I love the World Cup. It's fun. Everybody's having a good time except for the reporter in the center.
I'm on it, as you can hear.
Back to her. Somebody grabs the mic. Like they're doing this while she's running a report. They don't even know that she's not live. The Scottish guy has grabbed her microphone.
Maybe it was better for her situation overall to just pretend for the moment like she was interviewing those people.
We're live.
She's like, this package runs another 45 seconds. I can do a quick interview, and then let me pull the mic away. I almost said microwave. Let me pull the mic away so that I can finish this up, and they'll never be the wiser.
All right, now you're saying the news anchors chime in here?
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go.
Expected to be here during the game. They're going to catch a good one, right? The Fish are the hottest team in baseball right now in the month of June. 14-4. The party.
They're booing at somebody.
All night long here with the Tartan Army guys.
Your flag is upside down, kid.
A trooper. You are definitely a trooper with everything happening around you. OMG. Okay, thanks.
Oh my God.
OMG.
Did he say OMG?
He did.
Hold on. OMG. In the moment, he goes, I'm going to say something so hip right now, just for the people.
A trooper with everything happening around you. OMG. Okay, thanks a lot.
OMG. LOL.
OMG. Real crowd of Scotland fans sports maxing all around our sweet Katie Hintz, or whatever her name, Casey.
God, get her out of there. Somebody throw her a rope, okay? Bring her in. Dude, she's surrounded by these guys. They're all hammered. They're like, what a trooper you are out there. OMG. Good God. Okay, quick break. When we come back, I'll tell you the latest in the spider curse that has hit me.
Uh-oh.
After the show yesterday, the spider curse struck again and put me in another one of it's like a Curb Your Enthusiasm style situation that only I end up in. These are the kind of things that happen to me. The spider curse is real. I'll tell you the latest that's happened. When we come back, we'll get to more of your emails. Then we got an update on a story we were talking about yesterday that's gotten a huge reaction, and that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
This sounds like fondue to me.
Oh, too much work?
Yeah, it's got a fondue element.
Yeah. You go to a restaurant and then you pay those people to let you cook your own meal?
Yeah.
Not down, huh?
I'm anti-fondue. I'm fondant. I just don't get it.
The Jim Colbert Show.
Hello! Welcome behind the scenes of the show. The spider curse strikes again, indeed. The spider curse strikes again. I'll tell you what happened in a moment. Anybody watch the new Spider Noir? No. No. What the hell is that? We also got to talk about somebody climbing out of the old Splash Mountain ride right at the peak at Disneyland. I don't know if you guys have seen this video. Well, we'll go over the video at the top of the hour of somebody getting off. It's called Tiana's Bayou Adventure or something now, but the Splash Mountain ride. And you know it's got that big, like, 50-foot drop? Somebody got off of the ride and then fell down the entire drop behind the ride car. And we'll talk about it. I'll show you the footage. And then we'll talk about what happened to the person. All of that's at the top of the hour. Spider Curse got me last night, too. Power went out 3 times, and I accidentally drank a 50G. THC? How are you alive?
To avoid any sort of surgery. Surgery is expensive, it is invasive, it's painful, and they have pain-free procedures where 98% of men see results right there in the office. So trust the experts at Premier.
Email the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com.
407-723-7533. 407.
Oh, I heard thunder. Pierogi on TNJ chat says, I can only imagine a few hammered Scots watching Joey Chestnut hammer down some dogs. If we still have, which I think we will, if we still have all the crazy people wilding out for World Cup, for July 4th and all that's happening with July 4th, and for the Coney Island hot dog competition with Joey Chestnut, we're going to peak. We're going to peak, baby. That wasn't thunder. That was just everybody laughing at your dance video. The loud laughter will be so much, it will register on some sort of seismograph, I think, when you guys actually see this. It's that bad. It's that bad. Sean, did you talk about the guy who jumped at Madison Square Garden at a Goose concert? A couple of things. One, I'm still unsure about this Goose band. From what I heard, the Goose band was like a manufactured band. Like their fame was manufactured and they like cheated their way to fame. But I don't know very much about them at all, so I could be totally wrong. Second, Madison Square Garden, I think, is a pretty steep venue. Because it's like in downtown and they don't want to take up much space, so it's tall, right? And the guy just fell down to his death, I guess. I heard about it, yeah. I heard about it. We didn't talk about it. Bootsy says it is a very steep venue. The crazy thing is, I've been to a venue like this. Actually, I don't know if you guys agree at all, but the Amway, aka the Kia Center in downtown Orlando, when we went to, I forget what concert it even was. We went to some concert, and we were walking down the stairs in the venue, and I was like, holy cow. You have to be careful. Because if you were a little bit drunk and you started tumbling down those stairs, you would tumble down the stairs, and then there's like a railing. God forbid you had so much momentum that you went over that railing and then down again, and you're dead. I don't like those venues that are like that. Watson, did you see how the trash can lady got fired from her job? We're going to talk about that next. We've got some emails about that. That's our update coming up next. Chaos says, so an industry plant? I don't know. I heard something about that. Let's check.
Hey, it's always good to hear from you. What's on your mind today? Anything fun or something you need a hand with?
I need a hand, okay? I've been talking on Skull Mic. You know what Skull Mic is, right?
Of course. It's that tool for real-time audio conversations. What's going on with it?
It is amazing right now, and we're talking about this band Goose. But the band Goose is in the headlines for a bad thing. It's because somebody fell to their death at their concert. However, I was talking about how the band Goose became famous, and wasn't there controversies about this? Like, wasn't it like Goose was an industry plant band, or people thought that their fame was fake?
Yeah, I remember there were some conversations around that. A handful of folks did throw around the industry plant label, mostly because Goose went from being a jam scene secret to selling out bigger venues pretty fast. But a lot of that is just the internet being the internet. In reality, they built a passionate following through relentless touring and some solid live performances. But hey, every breakout band gets some rumors, right?
All right, thank you, brother, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. 2 minutes. Oh my God, not even 90 seconds, and we're back live. Spider curse, emails, and an update on the lady who stole the Knicks trash can and has been fired. All right now. All right now. You bought the whole seat, but you only need the edge. All right, here we go. We're coming back live on the show right now.
We remember what goes in it.
Grandma taught me most of it when I was young and watched her cook. But I have her old recipe card. Publix has everything else. The sausage, the shrimp, the fresh okra, and the butter and flour for the roux.
You always say the roux is the most important part.
The roux holds it all together, just like love does. All right, your turn to stir. Slow and steady.
Can I add some extra shrimp? Like a lot of shrimp?
Now that's how you put your name on it. Your grandma would be proud, little chef.
Share the traditions you know by heart with recipes passed down and dishes that are rich with history, seasoned with love, and full of meaning that brings us closer. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by We Paint Everything. Visit WePaintEverything.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
was rock bottom for me, I think. In so many ways. I'll tell you why in just a second here on the show. Learn more about The News Junkie. Get the podcast links and everything you need over at thenewsjunkie.com. The spider curse is real. And I had a moment yesterday where I was just like, I don't know if I could take this anymore. I was like, I might just have to take off a couple of weeks or something and just go away to a quiet place. You know that room? Isn't there some room where they do audio stuff and it's like the quietest room in the world? There's no noise in there at all.
Yeah.
And you could, like they say, you can hear your heartbeat, your own heart beating in your chest in this room. I need to go into that room for like 3 weeks, I think, to recover. And it all started with the spider curse that happens in this very studio that I'm in right now. And if you don't know, well, don't worry. But the lore is this. I was in my studio a couple of months ago, maybe a month ago now, And as I was doing the show, I looked in front of me and I saw a little spider in the middle of a segment. I think C-Lane was talking. I wasn't even talking at the time, but I panicked. The spider is in front of me. I see it, and I go, and I smashed the spider in the middle of the segment. And usually I don't get them when I'm going for like a bug or something or like a fly in the house, but I nailed this thing.
Well, flies are tough sometimes.
The spider wasn't moving anywhere, C-Lane. It was caught off guard by this moment. And the spider looked up at me with all 8 eyes, and he saw that hand coming down, and his life ended just like that. But he unleashed a curse in the studio. And since that, the air conditioner has broken here. There's been myriad things that have just been going wrong where I'm like, oh, my God, my problems are continuing. And it grows outside the studio. I have Courtney's car that I've been trying to fix for a couple of weeks because it's a new car, but it's got this problem with one of the cylinder heads. And I had it out there. Then I was like, good news. The mechanic knows how to get this fixed for free. And then the Mercedes dealership said they fixed it. And then we got it back. And then the check engine light came on like 3 days later or something, right? We have to bring it back to them again. It's just been nightmare after nightmare, all as a result of the spider curse here in the studio. And so yesterday, I go, okay, I got an email during the show, and I said, what the hell? And it said that there was a charge that was attempted on my checking account that had not gone through due to insufficient funds.
Ooh.
And I said, well, that's
Horror.
That's it. So how would I do? I thought I was doing well. What happened here? The whole world is collapsing on me. And I go, oh, son of a bitch, I did it again. And to rewind for just a second, to give you how this all started, a couple of years ago, I had my credit card information, my debit card information stolen. I think like so many of you, it happened at a gas station at the pumps. I think I got a skimmer situation. And they started to make a bunch of charges, and my bank said, hey, something's going on here. And I said, yep, that's not my charge. And so they did the thing where they said, cut up your card, cancel your card, and we'll send you a new one, but it's going to take you like a week to get your bank card. I said, oh, that's a pain in the ass. And I said, I have to pay the power bill in a couple of days here. So I had a backup account. There used to be some account that I was holding funds in for Dylan, my son. So I added that account so that I could also pay with that on my power bill and make the payments. And it's from the same banking company, but it's a different account. So it has now happened to be twice that I go in there to pay the power bill, and it's a hefty power bill. My latest power bill is $750 for God's sake. I know. It's crazy. And so I go to, damn, Sean, do you need $1? Yes, please. Gift subscriptions over at thenewsjunkie.com. I go over to what was I going to say? Oh,
monkey problems? He's not having monkey problems.
No. Sorry. So I go to pay my power bill not that long ago. And when I went to select my account, there's two with the same bank company. And I don't know what the numbers are on my bank account. And I go, which I think it's this one. And I connected it to the wrong account. And then like a week goes by and the charge actually goes through, even though it makes it look like it's charging you for your power bill immediately. A week goes by and then I get an email. This was a couple of months ago. I get an email. It says, your charge did not go through because of insufficient funds in the account. There's no money in this account, right? This is like a secondary account that I had just for like emergencies. And there's no money in it. So that happened a couple of months ago. And then this week, I got another email, same thing. And I go, oh, no, I did it again. I said, I accidentally used the wrong account to pay the $750 power bill. And I said, oh, okay, well, after the show, I'll delete that other account so it stops tripping me up. And I'll pay the power bill, the $750 power bill that I owe. Now it's like a week and a half late, because I paid it when it was due, but it doesn't actually charge for this long, and I just got the message that the charge didn't go through. So screwed all this stuff up, right? Spider curse hitting me. I screwed up, wrong account, insufficient funds email, and all of that. So I go to pay the power bill on the power bill website that I've used for 12 years or something to pay the power bill, and it says, sorry, this account is on cash-only payments now. Because your payments have not gone through, you cannot pay online anymore. They literally removed my ability to pay online. And so I have to get $750 in cash from somewhere and bring it to a physical location to pay the power bill, which is now like past due, right? And I go, oh, great. The spider curse is drilling me here. What's happening?
We're going to finish the show today, or is it just going to go?
It's just going to wind down. And so I go, all right, I got to make this happen. Oh, I said, there's a better way to do this. I guess I could still pay with the card, but I have to go in person with the poros to Walmart. I have to go to Walmart, and I have to go over to the check cashing counter where all the poros are, and I have to tell them I need to pay a bill there, and I have to pay the bill. And so I go, let me just get this done. So I go over to Walmart. I wait in line. I said, I've never done this before. They won't let me pay online. I said, I've got to pay this bill. And the woman sets it up, and I pay the $750 power bill and get it over with. When I come back, I get on the phone, and I go, can you fix that? So I could just, it was hooked up to the wrong account, and I have to make sure that I'm able to pay online. I go, I can't make it to go into a Walmart every time I have to pay my power bill. And she goes, there's no phone number and no staff that can help you with that. And I said, well, how long does this affect my account for? And she goes, oh, you just need to make perfect payments in store, in person for 1 calendar year. And then you can pay your power bill online again.
I was wondering when you said this is the maddest you've been in a long time.
I said,
that's pretty annoying.
For a year? You know, let's say I lived at 80. 1/80th of my life? 1/80th of my life, I have to go to Walmart with the people in Walmart, and I have to wait in line, and I have to pay my bill in person with everybody else, like paying like Western Union fees and like sending their money to God knows where. And the curse of the spider is real. For 1 year, I have to do this way.
Why don't you just mail them a money order?
Because the same thing. I'll still have to go to the store to get the money order. I'll still have to do the same kind of thing.
Yeah, but you don't have to go to Walmart. You can go to the 7-Eleven for that.
I could mail in a check, but how old am I? Like 8,000 years old? I can't pay a bill online. Like I can't just go and pay a bill.
Oh, I don't know if they'll let you.
Website.
I don't know if they'll let you mail in a check on a cash only account. Like the check is part of the problem, you know?
If I go to Publix, I literally have to bring the cash to pay it, Celine. I have to like bring in I walk into a grocery store with $750 in cash. Go, here you are. They said for them, a clerical error is no different than any kind of payment, a bad payment. I know. That's what they said. The lady goes, I told my story. I was like, here's what happened. I did this. And she goes, it doesn't really matter. She literally did the Trump thing. She goes,
nobody cares.
Nobody cares. She's like, well, nobody
cares.
Yeah, nobody cares, Poro. You have to pay with the rest of the people for 1 year in person a Walmart.
Do they throw you a little do they send you like a congratulations when you get your year done? Like, do you get to ring a bell?
Yeah. Like a cancer patient. You did it. This guy's finally got his finances in check.
Yeah.
Just figured it out.
So you go into terrible checking account remission.
B Dizzle says $750 for a month of electric. Do you live in a mansion? Buddy, I'm a poro now. I'm paying at the Walmart in the line with all the other folks who have to pay their bills in person at a Walmart. And I will see you there, friend, for the next 12 months. I will see you there for 12 months' time. Thanks to the spider curse. Quick break. When we come back, did you get your hands on the video yet? Or have we not obtained the video?
I don't think Jack's here yet.
All right, the controversial video that may be played during the show. We'll see if we can get our hands on that. Also, when we come back, an update on a story we've been talking about, your emails, the teenager that climbed off the Disneyland ride, and a whole lot more coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's almost time for poker. Tickets for the 2026 Real Radio Charity Poker Tournament.
Hello, welcome. Behind the scenes, Go Mike activated. Trauma Mer says, turn off your power and reopen the bill in Courtney's name? That's a giant pain in the ass. I can't do that. somebody says, Sean, you can still pay online with a debit card. I literally cannot, Carolyn. Hang on, let me see if I can show you. Hang on. Let me see if I can show you without revealing anything.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day. But Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today.
Hold on. I don't know if you can see this. It's small. But it says, our records indicate only cash payments are accepted on this account. Find a payment location near you. It says, our records indicate only cash payments are accepted on this account. Find a location nearest you. And it doesn't say, there's no pay my bill. There's no nothing. It just says pay in person. That's the only button that you can hit. And when you hit pay in person, it says you can pay at Publix. If you pay at Publix, it's cash only. I have to walk in with $750. Walmart takes cash and a debit card. CVS cash, Winn-Dixie cash, Advance America cash. Pawn shop I can pay at. Amscot cash. I could pay at drop boxes, but I cannot pay online at all with any cards. No debit, no credit, no nothing. Can't do it. Can't do it. Dude, I can throw you $20. It's okay. Thank you. Pull me out of poverty. Give some subscriptions to secret shows and premium subscriptions to the website over on thenewsjunkie.com right now. Overpay in cash and leave enough credit for the next handful of months. I asked about that. You cannot overpay beyond a certain amount. So you can. They told me you can only overpay like $500 or something. So that wouldn't work either. I'd still have to do it. Sell one of them fancy cameras? That ain't gonna change anything. Nothing, because it's a Sean problem, because it's the curse of the spider curse in the studio. Nothing can stop me from having to go to Walmart every single month for an entire year, waiting in a long line, waiting with a bunch of other ragamuffins, and paying my bill. Nothing can stop that. Crazy. YouTube, quick note. Right now on YouTube, 31,747 subscribers. Help me get to 31,800 today. All it takes is you're watching right now. Maybe you want to see more videos, more live streams, keep up with viral news, all of that good stuff. All it takes is you hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. It's totally free. I want to break through 32,000 soon. We're 250 or so away. You can make a difference right now. It's free. Hit that subscribe button over on YouTube, please. Greatly appreciated. Having Courtney's name on it is something you just don't want to spend 30 minutes to do it. Turn off power and unplug things when you're not using it. Maybe your bill will go lower. Maybe you're not understanding. It doesn't matter if my bill goes lower. My bill going lower will change nothing. If my bill is lower, then I'll just have to pay less when I go to the Walmart to pay. It has nothing to do with how much the power bill is. Peanut says, love your shirt. Thank you. Thank you. I got some schmutz on it. But thank you. I appreciate it. Quit bouncing checks? What? Thank you for the advice. Sir, I'm financially stable. I have plenty of money to cover these bills in my checking account. All right? I'm doing fine. But I've found myself in a Sean problem, and I've tried to work my way out of it, and I can't. That's why I blame it on the spider curse. All right? Nonsense. All right, here's what we're going to do. Let's... shoot, I don't know if we're out of time for that. Hang on. Okay. All right, let's do this Disney ride story. That's what we're going to do next. I'll push this off. All right, we'll get on the team that climbed off of the Disney ride in just a moment. My prediction on this, we just went on this ride at Disney within the last week, I believe. Tiana's Bayou Adventure or whatever. The ride itself, the line sucks balls. The ride itself is a pretty fun ride. Splash Mountain is a pretty fun ride. You get in the little log thing and you go around on this water ride, and it's not just one big drop where this kid got off and fell. It's more than that. It's like there's 6 drops or something, or 4, at least 4 drops, four big drops that you do on that ride. It's a fun ride. It's a good ride for sure. But I guarantee you now, there's not a lot of like restraints on that ride. I guarantee you they're going to add restraints. We're coming back.
Saves lives. It's Life Imaging FLA.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
England settled for a scoreless draw in their match with Ghana when they were denied a potential late game winner.
Into the middle, off the crossbar, Harry Kane misses. O'Reilly hit the bar, Kane missed the target.
Action today includes host countries Canada and Mexico both on the pitch. Canada faces Switzerland and Mexico takes on Czechia.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening to the...
A career ender video potentially on the way today. We'll play it for you. Hear the audio as well, because I know you're listening in. And this is going to be an embarrassing one. That's coming up later on the show. We'll explain more about that. We want to hear from you. Emails, dispatches, all of that good stuff. All you have to do is email the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com, or send your dispatches in now. We'll take a peek at that in a moment. I want to talk about what happened with this Disney ride. Now, how many of you have been on the ride? Well, Splash Mountain was the original ride, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Splash Mountain. I don't think it's any different other than the stuff that's like decoration around the ride. But now it's Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
There you go.
Now it's a different themed thing because, it got wokeified with the Tiana stuff when people got upset about Splash Mountain. I think Splash Mountain was racist
Song
or
of
something.
the South.
Yeah. I don't even know if they sang. Did they sing that song? Did they have a bunch of racist songs on the ride? Or
They sang Zippity Doodah.
Oh, yeah. And Zippity Doodah is one of those things where if you sing certain parts of it, you're good to go. But if you sing like other parts of the song, it's like, whoa, hang on. Hit the brakes here. This is a little bit offensive. That's how I recall it. Anyhow, they changed the ride, classic ride at Disney World and Disneyland to be themed off of The Princess and the Frog and Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And it's the stuff around the ride doesn't matter to me much at all, but the ride itself is pretty fun. It's a pretty fun ride. You go on this ride. You're in like a log, I guess you would say. Is that like a log ride? And you plummet down a 50-foot drop, or at least that's how they advertise it on the ride. And I thought that was it. I thought it was going to be like this big, giant plummet. We went on this about a week or two ago, honestly. And it was different than that. There was like 4 drops on this log ride. And it's fun. It's a good time. It's a great ride. But there's a teenager who just got off the log ride right as it was plummeting down that big drop. Now, for
it's
those
not where
of
you're
you,
supposed to get off of it.
You're not at all. For those of you who don't know, this ride has been famous for many, many things, not just whatever kind of silly controversy had them change it up, but also this is a spot where several women at the very least have flashed their breasts during the big drop.
There used to even be a website that was either maintained or just submitted to by Disney cast members way back in the day, because they, whenever somebody would flash the camera, you were supposed to delete that picture, and they would save it to a disc and bring it home and upload it to a website called Flash Mountain.
That's right.
And Flash Mountain was all pictures of ladies bearing the tees.
Yeah,
on the ride.
It would be like, tick, 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 and you're going up on the roller coaster, and right at the point where you drop, you're dropping over this massive waterfall, and then you would flash, and then Flash Mountain.
And
they still do it. It's now Tiana's Booby Adventure. They've changed the name.
If you, I'm pretty sure Tiana's supposed to be a very young girl, so maybe you want to.
Not her. It's just the renaming of the website.
Got it. No. But back when that would happen, I think. Because they want to sell the pictures of the ride. If you were on the ride and somebody flashed and they deleted your picture, you got to go, oh, no, I wanted to buy the picture. And then they would go, okay. And they would walk you to the front of the line, and you get to just skip the line and ride again.
Really?
Nice.
Oh, that's not bad.
So if you had a friend that wanted to take one for the team, you could double rides.
This was a 13-year-old who was on the ride in Disneyland, and he exited the ride vehicle before the end of the attraction. That's what they say in this report from KTLA. I wouldn't say before the end of the attraction. Literally, as the log was plummeting over the log drop, the waterfall drop.
When you say exited, did he climb out or did he fall out?
It's hard to see because this video is not great, but here he is. All right, so he's on the log ride there. He gets off, and then he falls. He plummets down. I'll put this on See It Now. He falls off, or he climbs off right at the top. I don't know if you thought up there like, hey, I'm too scared. I don't want to go down the plunge, because it's right at that point where you're like, oh, no. It's right there at that part. Somebody says he changed his mind. Maybe, but he got off, and then he just fell down after the ride. He just plummeted down the waterfall as people were recording. Somebody just happened to be recording as this dude's body just drops down.
Why should we not get the video from the original phone that recorded it?
I don't know.
Is it a recording of a recording?
It's like
hate that.
Like is so often the case, somebody showed it on their phone, and then TMZ has a video of the phone showing the same video. And he drops down and hurts himself pretty bad, I guess. This is a 50-foot waterfall, or again, that's at least how they advertise it. They were talking about this yesterday on CBS Evening News. Let me see.
At Disneyland on Sunday, a 13-year-old fell down the last 50 feet of a log flume water ride before it ended. TMZ has the video. Disney says the boy exited early on his own before the tumble, which happened on the last stretch of the ride. He was taken to the hospital and later released.
All right, so I guess he's okay somehow, but he was taken to the hospital. This is somebody who covers this kind of news, Scott Gustin. He says, update. Officials confirm the 13-year-old guest who exited a ride vehicle on Tiana's Bayou Adventure fell down the attraction's main drop on Sunday. The guest was evaluated at a local hospital and released. Cal OSHA inspected the ride and approved its reopening on Monday after the accident. Now, the thing that I always think of is these rides are old. Now, they've both been refurbished and they've changed some stuff for the Tiana switch up on Splash Mountain. But it's still one of those rides that you get into, and there's not like the newfangled security apparatus.
In California, there's not, but in the Orlando one at Walt Disney World, I believe there is.
If there is, it's still not like, sometimes you go on a ride, and the Harry Potter rides are a good example, and the support thing comes down, and you're literally locked in there. Like if you wanted to get out, if there was a fire, you're not getting out. It's like buckled in at your crotch and you're in a cage kind of thing. It's not like that. You can kind of scooch out. And maybe it's even worse over in Disneyland. but he just got out of it right as it plummeted down. Tommy says he's getting a lifetime ban. Well, I just saw somebody, hang on, let me see if I can bring this up. I just saw somebody doing this not that long ago who completely got out of the ride because they said they dropped their hat or something. Same ride, same exact ride. And they got upset because their hat dropped out. Let me see if Tiana's hat. I'll try to pull this up.
Must have been a pretty cool hat.
I would think so, to risk yourself doing that. Okay, here it is right here. A guest left the boat and caused a full ride evacuation at Tiana's Bayou Adventure in Magic Kingdom. This one's in Magic Kingdom. The person who's walking they should not be there.
Right.
They're not supposed to be there. They have jumped out of the ride, and they're walking around looking for their hat that they have that fell off of their head or something. So the only thing I can think of is there's a pretty good chance, I bet, that they're going to go back and revisit this ride and what secures the people inside here. Because that's 2 incidents where people climbed out of the ride. Now, in my America, in Sean's America, here's how I think this should go. You tell me who's right and who's wrong here. In my America, you go, you want to climb out of the ride right before the big drop? Help yourself. If you plummet down to the bottom and break a leg, literally, or smash your face up, or God knows what happens to you, then that's on you. That's how it goes. Everybody else is able to finish the ride safely. You are doing something yourself that it's causing a grave injury to you, so you deal with the repercussions of that. Hey, also, by the way, you're perma-banned from every theme park ever afterwards. That's how I would handle this. But how do they handle it in the age of insurance claims and lawsuits? I would not be surprised if this teenager getting off and plummeting down the Splash Mountain drop would lead to them changing the ride security up a little bit more. It wouldn't surprise me.
Mostly because, you shouldn't be able to climb out of the ride.
No, you shouldn't, but some of these older rides are just they're not like that. And they've been fine for all these years. Maybe that's not a good reason to keep doing it, but it's been fine for all these years. It's the idiot who tried to climb out of it who really caused the problem, at least in my estimation. But we'll see what you think. Let us know how to put this up on See It Now over on the website and the app. Take a peek at how bad this actually was. Let's see, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. This was a teenager who drops out of the ride. Got it. It's all set for you over on the See It Now section on thenewsjunkie.com. Do we have time for a couple of dispatches, or should we take a break? Okay, you know what? We have time for one thing, and it's related to this. So let me rope this in real quick, Celine. I think I saved this clip because while we're talking about theme parks, what would you guys do in this position? This was at Six Flags over Georgia. Not sure if you've been there or not.
Been there.
There's I
don't think I've ever been to a Six Flags.
They're pretty fun.
What do you call this? A swing ride? A chair swing ride?
Yeah, it's a swing.
Yeah.
Did you go on this, Josh?
No, not on that one.
Oh, my God.
I hate rides like that.
Me too. This is literally a chair with chains on it. And it goes way up in the air and spins you around on your chain chair. And you fly through the air. It's 260 feet in the air.
No, thank you.
And it broke. And it left the people at this Six Flags in Georgia stranded on the ride.
Oh, I thought you meant the chains on the chair broke.
No. The ride stopped.
Oh,
and so these people are just
hate.
Oh, God. Oh, God. You're 260 feet up. The ride has stopped.
How long?
I think they were up there for like an hour or so.
Oh, God.
I believe it was a little while they were up there in Georgia. And they filmed themselves.
They've really experienced Six Flags over Georgia.
Yeah. Imagine like 25 stories in the air, and you're just in a chair on chains, and you're just floating there. That's what these people were dealing with. I don't go on these kind of rides to begin with.
Hell no.
I've talked about this before on the show. I talked about there was a fair in, I think, Burlington or something, and my mother and father would never let me go on one of these rides because one of the swings had broken off and flung people through the air. And
that's what Josh and I were thinking you were talking about when you started this story.
Oh, God, I don't know which is worse. It is an absolute nightmare.
I think flying off of the ride is worse than being stuck.
Probably. I'll grant you that.
It's a pretty easy distinction.
There are different versions of this ride. The swing ride, Charoplanes, which is a great name, wave swinger. But the classic version spins in a circle while the overhead canopy tilts. You get like a wavy up and down motion. But the Starflyer or tower swinger is the one where they're hoisted up that massive central tower, which is, I think, what we were looking at right there. And that can go up to 400 feet in the air.
Oh, my God. So it could have been even higher. I've got this up. Go ahead, Josh.
We have that one on iDrive that goes like way, way high.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yes. Speaking of rides gone wrong, there was a famous one right next to that had
it's not there anymore.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy to me. Go look at that. I put it up on See It Now as well. I know it's a visual. I want to share it with you folks so you can take a peek over on the newsjunkie.com in the See It Now section. Let's take a quick break now. There's some people emailing about my spider curse, and we'll get to that. We have an update on a story we were talking about yesterday. That, in fact, is coming up next. And more from you, your dispatches. There's a lot to get into on a busy Wednesday. Is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Deep vein thrombosis and a blood clot.
No, they told me I have to give blood once a month in order to make sure I don't get that.
So you're just hormonal. It's like when women are, but you're going through your hormones right now. You're hormonal.
Technically, that might be a way to say it.
And I think men are definitely hormonal at times.
Hello, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Skull Mike activated. One of the stories getting some buzz right now. Give me your thoughts, chat. A judge sentenced a California dad to just 1 year in jail. 1 year in jail is the sentence. After he admitted to committing incest with his daughter, who then took her own life. Steven Chavez, 41, was accused of violating his 18-year-old biological daughter, Michaela Settles. Prosecutors say that following a day of drinking at a family gathering, Chavez purchased alcohol for himself and his daughter. After drinking all the alcohol, they engaged in sexual intercourse together. She took her life a few months later in December of 2025. Prosecutors say they were considering pursuing other charges, but only pursued the incest charge. The maximum sentence was only 3 years. But the judge in this case gave him 1 year in jail and 3 years of probation because he had no prior record. Yikes! Yikes! 1 year. Do we think that's enough? Holy cow. That's a weird one, man. Couple of minutes and we're back live on the show. Oh my God, slow, painful death? True. California will never follow through with any form of justice? I think it's kind of weird that you factor in criminal history and like he didn't have a prior felony conviction in a case like this. Why do I care? In some cases, I care. Like if somebody is repeatedly stealing something, so they have a history of repeating the same crime over and over and over, clearly the punishment for that crime isn't discouraging them. And now you need to consider their priors and give them an elongated sentence to see if the longer sentence discourages them from committing the crime over and over and over. But if somebody does this, like, well, you know, it was your first time in trouble. I don't know. Isn't the problem that she was 18, right? She was 18 years old. So technically,
if they said, like, look, she might have been drunk, but it was consensual. Jesus. Hang on, let me see. What do we have from this? Oh, I guess this is her? This is her cousin?
My name is Carolina Sandoval. And I'm Michaela Renee Sills. Mom. Or mommy.
Oh, it's her mom.
Mommy. I can't go into too many details because...
Okay, all right. I mean, did the judge hear her words? A year? Jesus. Or could genuinely be a good person in a bad situation? I mean, why does that matter? So let's say somebody kills your kid. DUI manslaughter, kills your kid. And they go, well, I know that your child has died because this person was drinking and driving, and they killed your kid because they made that decision to drink and drive. But they're a really good person, right? They volunteer at the soup kitchen. They do a lot of great things for the community. And they're a really good person. So we're going to give them a tiny little sentence. Who cares? I don't care. I care about what the thing that you did was. What was the crime that you committed, and what's the just and fair punishment for that crime? That's the only thing I care about. He has definitely been inappropriate with other girls for sure. I don't know. Murder is one and done. Priors don't matter. It depends. I mean, there was literally people for the Carmelo Anthony story like, this was his first crime. Like, his parents were saying that shit. But this was his first crime. I don't care. What is the crime that you committed? What is the just and right punishment for it? What did you take away from someone else? Because generally speaking, a crime is you taking away something. Taking away a thing from another person is what most crimes are. The act of physically having sex with somebody and taking that away from them when they weren't interested in doing that is one possible way. But it's taking something away from a person is usually like the genesis of a crime. So what makes it right? What punishment makes it as close to even as you could get? I don't care what they did before. It doesn't matter to me. I just want justice. All right, here we go. Sea-Dog, let's do an 8 here. We're going to talk about the lady who stole that Knicks celebration trash can. She's now been fired from her job. Some interesting details about her on the way. I bet they're happy to have fired this jerk. All right, here we go. We're coming back.
Oh, it is. America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with Hyundai Assurance. New Tucson's Elantras. Pay thousands less and get 0% financing for 60 months.
What about payments, sir?
Headquarter Hyundai will have their best lease programs of the year.
It's revolutionary. Hyundai's thousands less.
And they want any trade-in. At Headquarter Hyundai.
Just off I-4 on Reinhardt Road in Sanford, Lake Mary.
HeadquarterHyundai.com.
And no tax, right, sir?
Well, plus tax and tag. Visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
The global stage is lit. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is on.
Lionel Messi!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
Just a beauty for a second of the game.
Every unforgettable moment.
Wherever you are.
Brilliant from Mbappe. France lead.
Don't miss Team USA's next match Thursday night at 10 Eastern.
The world is listening.
Are you?
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Your direct line to the heroes that saved Canada that one time.
An update coming in on a story that we talked about on the show via email. I'll give you what this person has said and the details behind it here in just a second. You can email the show at any time. It's easy. Tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. If you have something to say about what you're hearing, if you want to be anonymous, you can put that on top. Or if you hear a story or something you want to hear us discuss. Usually we're way ahead of the pack, days, weeks ahead of everybody else. But maybe you're ahead of us, and you can always send over a story over at thenewsjunkie.com. Now, this all started with somebody who was going to the Knicks celebration, the celebration of the Knicks winning the NBA finals. And then C-Lane made the call when we saw that they were bringing out for the Knicks victory parade these special team-colored trash cans that they were putting across New York City. And C-Lane's like, people are going to steal those. And yeah, lo and behold, people definitely stole the trash cans that they put out around the city. And they treated them like they were some sort of collectible.
They're very stealable.
Yeah, they're like, here they are. There are trash cans out there in the wild, and they've got the team colors for the Knicks. And we said, hey, I think somebody's going to steal this. And somebody actually did. And this woman in New York City, they filmed this lady as she's not only stealing the trash can, which is one thing, right? I think that's bad. You're stealing. You shouldn't be doing that. But it's so much worse and disgusting that she poured out all of the garbage that was filling the trash can beforehand and dumped it on the sidewalk.
That's rude as hell.
And then she walked down into the subway station and brought the trash can with her and rode the train home.
Yep, rode public transportation to get home.
I hope there's video of her trying to push that through the turnstile to get on the train.
The same dollars that funded those trash cans also funded her ride home.
Yeah. So she dumps all of these out, and she steals this trash can and goes home with it, this Knicks fan. And then we learn the next day the lady has been fired from her job. Somebody
I did
emailed
not
about
expect this to be the place she worked, by the way.
No, me either. No, not at all. But not anymore. Kevin emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, Sean and C-Lane. To follow up on that idiot who dumped the trash can in New York and stole the trash.
He forgot Josh, too.
Yeah, he didn't make it. As you might figure, she is a DEI rep or was a DEI rep at JP Morgan Chase. Looking at the video you showed, who would have guessed? LOL, says Kevin. As C-Lane just said, I wouldn't have guessed, but this woman had a good job, I guess.
She was executive director of community and industry engagement for card and connected commerce at JP Morgan Chase. Before JP Morgan, she was employed as a executive director of DEI at The Infatuation, which is a website that posts reviews about New York restaurants.
Okay, I've not heard of this one. Then that website has DEI people? Okay. Woman who emptied Nick's trash can on the street, then stole it, is fired from JP Morgan Chase, says the story. And it says this woman, Angie, oh my God, insane. She has the same name as my sister. Yeah, a woman caught on video emptying a public trash can on the street, then stealing it during New York City's Knicks championship parade was a director at JP Morgan Chase who was fired Tuesday over the incident. Angie Baez, that was literally my sister's name. Angie Baez, 40, was promoted to executive director of community and industry engagement for card and connected commerce at JP Morgan Chase more than a year ago. That sounds like a job that pays a lot of money. I don't know if it's anything worthy of
executive
the money
director.
Yeah, like that sounds like somebody's making some good money.
I want to know what this woman looked like at work, because what she looked like stealing that trash can and what she looked like riding home in the subway with the stolen trash can. And what she looked like dumping trash all over the streets of New York. did not scream executive director to me. I'm sorry if that
like,
sounds offensive to people, but it's just how it is.
If somebody said, where do you think this person works? I wouldn't have said JP Morgan.
No.
Although JP Morgan doesn't need any more weird headlines, but here they are. They got like the whole threesome sex scandal lawsuit
the chick with
thing.
the cannons and Indian Woody.
That whole thing. If you don't know what that is, Google what we're talking about.
Indian Woody and Jugs Lightyear.
Now they have this woman. This woman is in the wake of Jugs Lightyear, and she previously served as the diversity, equity, and inclusion director at some website, like C-Lane said. And now they found her from posting this online. And it says the bank looked into the incident after the video surfaced, and they said the employee is no longer with the company. So she had attended the parade in her own personal capacity. And I know there's some people who are kind of defending this. I don't even know if I saved the post, but somebody's like, hey, she was on her own. Oh, God. Some of the stuff in her history is very cringe, but she was on her own at this parade. She was celebrating on her own. Why would she get fired from her job for doing this?
Do you not know what year it is?
Well, here's the important thing. It's not freedom of speech to fire your employees when they're getting arrested for stealing stuff or just getting caught stealing stuff by the public, I guess you should say. Like, you're not violating the free speech rights of your employee when you pick up a trash can that you know is not yours. You steal the trash can because you know you're stealing it.
But I mean,
and they catch you doing it.
Most employment agreements these days have some sort of clause in them that says you can't bring any bad press to the company. Now, I don't know if anybody, I don't know how many people looked at her and goes, oh, that's Angie from JP Morgan Chase.
Mm-hmm.
But
somebody did.
I think it was up to them to make that decision, and somebody recognized her.
Yeah, somebody realized who this was. They must have reached out to JP Morgan, and just like that, they fired this woman. So he says jail, fine, and fire her. Well, you got one of the three already. You got one of the three. I don't know if she'll actually be prosecuted. It is New York, right? It's New York City. I don't know if, even though they have all the information they would need, they would fire this lady. I stand by. I'm not some weirdo who's like, I'm overly concerned with the theft of a celebratory trash can in New York. I don't care, okay? I'm not going to pretend I care like so many people pretend they care about so many things, but they're just trying to score political points. I'm not going to pretend I care about a ceremonial trash can for the New York Knicks, blah, 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 blah. But what I will tell you I care about is she dumped all that trash out on the sidewalk, and it's disgusting.
Littering.
She stole something and littered, and the combo of those two is disgusting. And if we can take some of these people, these litter bugs, and make them pay a little bit, I'm fine with that. Theft and litter bug stuff, yeah, I'm fine with it. But you tell us how you feel. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. There she is, fired from her job. She's probably making good money, right? At JP Morgan?
Probably. One would assume.
Oh, my God.
If her position was elevated enough to become a part of the story here, then probably was pretty good job.
What was her job title again?
Executive Director of Community and Industry Engagement for Card and Connected Commerce at JP Morgan Chase.
Way too long of a job title.
So yeah, that I don't know. No one knows what she does. It's probably just DEI by a different name would be what my guess is. I don't know. But Executive Director, JP Morgan, New York City, average pay. Now, this is probably going to be skewed a lot because there's going to be some executive directors at JP Morgan that make insane money, and it's going to skew the other folks.
I bet Jugs Lightyear does well.
She should, after all the crap she's had to put up with from the crazy guy making up all these claims against her. All right, here's what we have. On average, for an executive director in this position, the woman who stole the Knicks trash can, here's the details. Executive director, average annual total compensation, $371,000 a year.
Okay.
Was it worth it? Average annual total compensation. Now, she may make less than that. $371,000 a year. That's bonuses, stocks, base salary altogether, almost $400,000 in New York City. You got a trash can and you dumped the trash out on the sidewalk. Was it worth it for you? Holy cow.
Did she get to keep the trash can?
I don't know. Those are the remaining questions, Josh. Did she get to keep the trash can, number one? And number two, is she going to get charged? Because now nobody in New York can say they don't know who she is and they don't know what she did.
Were they planning on keeping are those trash cans still there? They rolled them out for the parade. They put out extra trash cans for the parade. Were they planning on keeping those trash cans in place? What were they going to do if they weren't keeping the trash cans in place? Like, at some point I go, if these were just temporary trash cans painted in Knicks colors that were just clearly so obviously bait to be stolen, then I kind of don't care that she stole it, really, if they were just going to throw them away at some point down the line. Now, if they plan on keeping them there,
would they throw away that many of these trash cans?
Would they repaint them? I don't know.
Maybe.
Do they store them and then bring them back out, for New Year's Eve? I would be curious what the long-term goals are with the trash cans. Are they still on the streets of New York? Where are they being kept? Are they being reused? They are property of the city, so it is stealing.
It's 100% stealing. She's caught in 4K, 100%. The question is, should she be charged with that? What were they planning on actually doing with that? And those sorts of things. But my biggest problem, like I said, I am not going to clutch pearls and pretend like I care about stuff like this. I don't really care that much, but I do care that you're a disgusting pig who poured all the trash all over the sidewalk as you stole the public property. Like if you would have said, oh, I'm going to take this and I found a dumpster over here and I'm going to pour all the trash out of the dumpster and I'm going to make sure like I've cleaned around the area here. And then, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to steal this trash can. I'd go, I don't care that much. You shouldn't do it, but I don't care.
Like if you had a big ass banner that says New Year's Eve 2026 and somebody stole it, I would be like, well, I mean, it's not like we were going to put it up for New Year's Eve 2027. There was no future plans for that. It was probably going to end up in a trash can anyway.
Well, look, this happened to us. We throw big events. We've thrown some parties.
I was trying
and we
to
have banners.
avoid the this happened to us part on the count of I was just saying I didn't really care about it that much.
Every year people would do this to us. They would steal the massive banners.
But they've also stolen banners that are completely reusable.
Yes.
Which is why we can't encourage one thing and then be like, no, that's too far for the others.
Well, tell us what you think about this. Send us a dispatch or an email, tips@thenewsjunkie.com, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. All right, quick break. When we come back, the hot sheet. So we'll see what's happening with Sealand in the hot sheet in a bit. And then the second half of the show is going to get wild. Sealand's got to get his hands on this video, this embarrassing video that is going to probably be the end of my reputation everywhere. You'll hear it. It's going to be sad, but possibly it'll be played during the show. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio.
Crazy Drunk Cat Lady says, this is why we can't have nice things. True, Crazy Drunk Cat Lady. Chat, let's take a look. How are we feeling about Mega Chat? All right, it seems to be working so far. We are, cruising through the show. We're halfway through. YouTube is still working after my fixes yesterday. And it's working up here on the studio screen. Do we think Mega Chat is a W or an L, chat? This report is sponsored by... At this point, do we think Mega Chat is a W, a win, or an L, a loss? Mega Chat is awesome? Oh, that's good. I met some really cool people in this chat. Looking forward to the July 3rd show. A W. We got one W for the Mega Chat. This could test it out. I want everybody to choose either W or L. Let's see what happens if we put it under some pressure, some stress. Let's do a stress test right now. All right? Pick W or L in chat and just hit one of those if you're watching along with the stream right now. And let's see how it handles a little bit of action, a little bit of power. Hit W or L. W or L. And let's see if it holds up, because so far so good. All right, it's refreshing a little slower than I might want. Uh-oh. I think we might have just broke it. Okay, there it goes. W or L. over in chat. Our restream is a little tiny bit faster. Bootsy, that's how people say it. W. Is that the way to say it? Yes or no? W. It's a great way to tell YouTube that they stink during breaks. Go for it. Oh, great. TNJ chat's going with the boob pics again. You guys can now really dominate over on TNJ chat because you are the only people as of right now who can post animated GIFs. You're the only people who can do it. I think it's a W overall. I think it's a win. It's working pretty well today. Now, if I can get it to get through the whole show, then I can dial it in a little bit more and make it even faster. You asked these specific people to be on TNJ chat. What did you expect? You know how they are? A true? Yeah. I mean, I just did it yesterday. I was like, let me try out some of the work I'm doing on Mega Chat. And so I just like try to pick a rando GIF to test it out. So I hit post a GIF, hit my points, I hit post a GIF. And you just select one, you know? Just to test to see if it's working. And it is, look at that, that was 1 second. 1 second. We got it up like that. Fast. 90 seconds and we're back on the show with the hot sheet. That is one of my favorite GIFs, Abraham. Just for the record, that is absolutely one of my favorite GIFs of all time. I had heard, little useless backstory, that NBC was very, very, very particular about Michael Scott doing that scene. And they said they couldn't just show Michael Scott doing this. They couldn't just show him doing this. They had to show Michael Scott putting his hand through putting his fingers through the zipper. They had to show him doing this before he could do this. Otherwise, they said they would get in trouble. They could not do that. So the censors were really, they were kind of intense about letting that scene go through. But it led to an awesome gift, so I love it. Personally. All right, we're coming back live on the show. Here goes the hot sheet, friends. Stand by.
Then a breathtaking drone and fireworks spectacular as Lake Dora lights up like never before. Gates open at 4 p.m. Freedom on the Waterfront is presented by the City of Mount Dora at Real Radio 104.1 with support from Discover Lake County. Celebrate America's 250th birthday. Get all the details now at freedomonthewaterfront.com.
50 states, one national mall, 2 weeks of freedom. The Great American State Fair opens June 25th in Washington, D.C. All 50 states. Live music and rodeo, innovation, arts, culture, and American patriotism. Every day brings a new theme celebrating the best of who we are, capped by the largest fireworks display in the world on July 4th. This is for every American. Admission is free. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair. Be there.
This portion of the News Junkie is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Today is Mo Betta with Josh Fowler, courtesy of Just Call Mo, Orlando's injury attorneys.
Radio 104.1.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the
Megan emails the show. Hey, junkies. Just want to say thank you for letting me know about that Facebook class action lawsuit. I received $7.31 today.
She got more than Josh did.
Man. I saw Josh got money from the Facebook settlement, got some mailbox money that we had talked about, and the emailer, Megan, got $7.31 from the Facebook class action lawsuit. How much did you get?
$661.
$661. Hey,
got ripped off.
Not bad, though. Not bad, all things considered. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do the hot sheets.
Check the hot sheet. It's news, but not like real important news.
Best investigative reporting on the planet.
The top stories from the people on your screens and speakers are on the hot sheet with C-Lane.
Hell yeah. It's the hot sheet. It is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don, and it's the top 5 stories in the nonsensical news. And I think I'm leading today the same way I led yesterday, because I think this is going to piss some people off, even though, somebody is benefiting from this. But AI is taking over some more. Yeah. And in this case, you know that Christopher Nolan has been working on his film version of the Odyssey, Homer's epic poem, the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've seen different versions of that.
This is like a highly anticipated movie, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and in anticipation of the film version, they're releasing a new audiobook that is the entire epic poem from Homer. It is 13 hours long. They said the new version, 13-hour cinematic production with a full cast of voices, music, and sound effects, all done by AI. It's an AI audiobook. However, the AI they're using, with permission, with this agreement, the company 11 Labs, who we've used before, some of their earlier things to make AI voices of people, but it's with Michael Caine, who Nolan has hired in some of his other things. So Michael Caine, I guess, is going to be the main reader in this book, even though he's not actually reading any of it. He granted permission for 11 Labs to clone his voice for the project and other upcoming books and articles. And the 93-year-old actor is I guess, getting some monies for this. But it's going to take you, if you want to listen to it before seeing the movie, 13 hours to get through the whole thing. Woo! The project reportedly took just 6 weeks to produce and is being released for free via the company's 11 Reader app. Broadway fans are going nuts this week because they made the big announcement. Lin-Manuel Miranda is returning to Broadway with a new musical. His first, the first one since Hamilton.
Hamilton 2.
Electric Boogaloo, yeah. Aaron Burr's Revenge. I guess that doesn't really make sense because Aaron Burr kind of
he won the first time.
He won that. He won part of it. But Lin-Manuel Miranda will make his long-awaited return to Broadway in spring 2027 with a musical adaptation of The Warriors, which is like an old New York City tale about a gang trying to make it back to Coney Island. And there's you know about The Warriors?
Yeah. The guy,
you don't know about the
guy
Warriors?
clacks the bottles together. He's like, "Warriors, come out and play!"
Yeah, it's a classic.
I wish you hadn't talked over that, Sean.
Sorry. Do it again, Josh.
No, I forgot.
Can you do it again?
Forgot
But
the
as
line, actually.
Could you do it again, Josh? But as Michael Caine, because your Michael Caine was very good.
Michael Caine. Warriors, come out and play. Yeah,
not bad.
It is one of the most famous modern New York City tales, and they've already had a movie about it, but now it's going to the Broadway stage. Much like Hamilton, it started off as a CD. Hamilton was a mixtape before it became a musical. And also much like Hamilton, they're going to switch everything around because in Hamilton, all the white people were played by various races.
Okay, so all the black people are going to be played by white people in this one?
No. They're going to they're going to switch the boys and the girls. They call it a gender-flipped musical adaptation of The Warriors. So all the gang members are chicks. I think.
Awesome.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Groundbreaking.
Over to the music side of the hot sheet. That's what we call it. Music side. It's like the cooler side of the pillow. Rocker Daryl Hall. Would you call him a rocker?
Hell yeah.
A yacht rocker.
A yacht rocker, sure, but rocker. He made the announcement that he has been the recipient of a new kidney. Daryl Hall got a kidney transplant, and he says he's already feeling better. With his, he had the longtime partner, of course, John Oates. They have, they're officially super musically divorced. Never to be seen together again.
Would you give Hall & Oates, one of the dudes from Hall & Oates, one of your organs so they would survive or no?
What am I getting?
No.
Here's what you get.
What, free tickets to Hall & Oates concerts? It's not happening.
No, they will play at every one of your birthdays every year as long as they're alive.
Are they reuniting, or do I have to alternate each birthday? Like I get Hall on the odds and Oates on the evens. Maybe I can go. He's looking forward to getting back to. Is it Daryl's house? Is his show?
Yeah,
It's got some good stuff on Daryl's house. The article I'm reading has a lot of Hall & Oates puns, like more than his kiss was on the list, and as for the old kidney, we know she's gone. Ugh, gross. Moses, actually, our friend Moses would be interested in this because we know he recently traveled to Chicago to see Buddy Guy. At Buddy Guy's Club. Buddy
Blues
Guy,
legend.
He's about to turn 90 years old, and he's throwing a star-studded concert with enlisting the likes of Eric Clapton, Susan Tedeschi, and Derek Trucks, John Mayer, and John Batiste.
Ooh.
It's Buddy's Got the Blues, a 90th birthday concert celebration.
It's crazy. They still, at his shows, people will stop him and give him shots, and he still takes shots, and then he just rips the guitar. He's still playing, man.
That's awesome, especially the shot part. You think he spits it into like a cup or something?
I feel like there's a level of risk going on there. Like you give him a shot, and you're like, "Here you go, buddy," and he takes it. And he's like,
he survived that whole vampire massacre. He's good.
Yeah. True. So October 1st at Radio City Music Hall in New York, the 90th birthday of Buddy Guy. And last but not least, quickly in the hot sheet, Jermaine Jackson says he claims. Now he says he didn't know that this allegation had been lobbed against him. There was a lawsuit and everything. But he fears claims that he may have raped a woman would tarnish not only his reputation, but his son Jafar Jackson, his big break in the Michael biopic.
Yeah.
Legal documents said he was unaware of Rita Butler Barrett's lawsuit against him or the $6.5 million judgment she was awarded until he got blindsided during the press tour for the biopic. Coverage of the default judgment ruined, he says, what should have been a proud and important professional moment for my son and our family. The whole him playing Michael thing and them, are they going to have a sequel with all the bad stuff or not? Is just
that. You got to admit though, that movie made a lot of money. It did way better than people were expecting.
Still, internationally, I think you go outside of the U.S. They're a lot more forgiving. There's all kinds of not memorials, but what do you call it when you have like
they don't even like their kids there?
What do you have like all the stuff around? Like if you have something in your room and it's got all these pictures and candles and stuff, like
an ofrenda.
Sure, they got a lot of Michael Jackson ofrendas. I have no clue what that means.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that.
But there's stuff like that everywhere. Hey, it's
I'm
Thursday. Let's take a look at what's going up in the box office this week. We have Never After Dark, a fantasy horror sci-fi thriller in limited release. What Jackass Best and Last, I guess, is the last thing they're doing. It's an hour and a half long wide release. Supergirl with Millie Alcock is being released by Warner Brothers. And then coming July 1st, trying to take down Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
Minions and Monsters, the new Minions movie, which I read one review that said not too bad. Actually kind of good. So look forward to that. Hey, if you have a mortgage with a 7 or 8 in front of it, if that's your rate, you need to talk to that mortgage guy, Don. The guy wants to save you money. It's what he does. It's what he's best at. And so he can hook you up with a better quote. If you already have a quote for a new mortgage and you haven't shopped it around, you're doing yourself a disservice to not. Hit up that mortgage guy, Don. Go to the compare quote calculator, and he'll review your quote with you and be like, hey, you can save a lot more money if you go with this other lender. So hit him up today at thatmortgagguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgagguydon.com.
I got that AI audiobook with Michael Caine. I want to hear what it sounds like. I got it. We'll play that when we come back. Plus, we have the first reveal of the show. C-Lane also embarrassed himself at the event yesterday in a way, and I want to talk about that. I want to run that by you to see what people think.
Did you get a copy of it?
No, I didn't. Did you?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about this. Hold on. This is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's almost time for poker. Tickets for the 2026 Real Radio Charity Poker Tournament.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes of the show. When we come back, I'll tell you how C-Lane embarrassed himself in a pretty hilarious way at the iHeart event after the show yesterday. It was one of my favorite moments besides me just completely letting us all down. We also have this moment of a Pilot's Last Flight, which is such a great, heartwarming clip. I want to play it for you. Love it, absolutely.
You've heard of karma, but have you heard of CARMA? It's like karma.
And
so when you
YouTube's still hanging on in Mega Chat, baby. Love to see it. Vicky, Cat PH, Wheat Consumer, Bootsy, Zach, CDCL, Tanya. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Tanya. Yuckers, Nolan. Everybody. Waterboy, Stepafee, CFL. Love to see you. Let's see what else we got here. All right, question for you. Just want to run this one down the line, see what you think, chat. There is a company called Slate Auto. All right? Slate Auto is about to release a truck. It's an electric truck. Slate Auto truck, okay? The truck that Slate Auto is going to be releasing is revolutionary for one major reason. The first reason is it is very cheap compared to the cars out there on the market right now. Hang on. Hang on, stand by. Slate Auto. Why is my internet not working? Stand by. I want to show you the truck is the problem. Okay, Slate Auto truck. All right, here it is. Now just give me your thoughts. Here is the truck in question. All right? Slate Auto. It is a Michigan-based car maker backed by Jeff Bezos of Amazon. And they're launching this truck. It's an all-electric pickup truck. It's only $24,000. All right? $24,000 for this truck. Here's the twist. Hand crank windows, no radio. It's purposely very, very, very basic. But it's a truck that you can drive on the road, brand new, electric 2-seat pickup truck, hand crank windows, no radio at all in this thing, and it's $24,000. Would you drive one of these trucks? Let me see. I mean, that's a good deal, right? Slate Auto, pre-order a car now. The world's most, the most affordable truck in America. That's what it goes by. The most affordable truck in America. Blank Slate has the essentials from $24,000. Whatever else you add is entirely up to you. All right, start with a starter truck. Oh, they got some pretty cool designs. It's like a retro look that they have. That's a $24,000 truck. But the starting price, they also have them sort of like a Jeep, you know, where the back is open like this. I want to know what the basic things are that they come with. See specs. All right, Blank Slate. Does it have air conditioner? It charges in 4 to 8 hours. 205-mile range. How fast is it? Read FAQs. Battery range, safety features. Is it true there's no infotainment center? That's true, it says. Does it have heating and AC? It comes with heating and air conditioning. I mean, 24 grand is pretty cheap. Not bad. if you just drove around your house and in your neighborhood, it would be a pretty good deal, actually. All right, we're coming back in just a few seconds here. Stand by. Yeah, most cars start at $40,000. Yeah, not only do most cars start like much more expensive, but trucks in particular are really pricey right now. So that makes it especially attractive, I think. You can get a 26 Ford Maverick for $28,000. What's that though? Hold on. I got this AI audiobook next and the story about Sealand, but Ford Maverick. 2026 Ford Maverick. That's pretty not. You're not wrong. From $27,000. Does it have electric windows? 42 miles per gallon. Front wheel drive. I mean, it's nice. 17-inch wheels. I think you're right. I think the Ford Maverick is actually maybe a better option. Let me know what you think, though. Would you buy that? That's a good deal. Here we go.
With juicy tomato and crisp lettuce. It's the kind of bold flavor that brings extra joy to every fun-filled moment. You can even make it a chicken sandwich if that's your thing. But like summer, it's only here for a limited time. So order now with the Culver's app. And don't forget to join Delicious Rewards to earn points with every bite.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Today kicks off the final round of matches in the group stage. Canada coach Jesse March on the opportunity his team has to clinch the top spot in Group B.
2 years ago, everybody thought I was crazy, right? That prospect at the time wouldn't be possible.
Canada would clinch its group with a win over Switzerland. Also in action today, five-time champion Brazil and co-host Mexico.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Where common sense meets complete nonsense. This is the News Junkie.
Here we are. We're going to help drag you through to the weekend. Forget the same three songs over and over. Hang out in the world's most viral newsroom and learn more at thenewsjunkie.com. I've got this AI contraption that Sealand was talking about queued up, and we'll see what it sounded like here in just a second. But it wasn't just me that embarrassed myself yesterday after the show. I just want to put that on the record. All right, Sealand wasn't as bad in how he embarrassed himself. And I don't know if we'll ever track down the footage of what happened, but it was funny to watch him watching this moment. Now, to bring this up to date for those of you just joining us, we had to take the final hour, the fourth hour of the show, which most of you get. We had to take the fourth hour of the show off yesterday for like a mandatory iHeart meeting. And then somehow they said, look, we want Sealand and Sean to perform and sing at this event. And I was immediately struck with how bad of an idea that was. And then I was distracted by so many things, Josh, that I said, Sealand, just pick a song. We got to do some sort of karaoke performance on a stage. I said, just pick a song and we'll do it together. I thought he would pick something that was, looking out for me and him. He picked Bust a Move, which is not looking out for me.
Why not?
But because I had to sing the female part, which is really high, and I could not do, which would become apparent.
Rap?
Yes. I would have rather
All right, sing
done the
Bust a
rap.
Move then. Let's hear it.
Oh, I don't know the lyrics. I don't know. I'm telling you, I would have rather laughed, or I would have rather rapped. Everybody laughed, not in a good way. But we will play that because we promised there were some gifted subs that we'll try to get that. Did you get the video yet,
I am now in possession as of just seconds ago of the full 3-minute video. And it, based on
3 minutes?
Based on how long it took to airdrop, it should be a much better quality than the one I received previously.
Oh, no.
Thank God.
Oh, we're going to do that at the start of the Power Hour because I promised. I am being honest with you. I really did not want to play this on the show because if it came out anywhere near where I think it came out in terms of being able to hear it, I was bad. But we made a deal, so I'll stick with it. One of the things that they did, you got all the iHeart employees. They're all gathered around at this event. We don't do this much. And the boss is on stage. Boss lady's doing her thing. She gave like a real nice motivational speech and kind of rallied everybody together. It was literally, I think it was an employee rally.
Yeah.
Food, drinks, all that. But when I showed up, I'm like, I'm not getting involved in all of this stuff. I'm not drinking. I'm coming here to do this specifically. And then I'm getting the hell out of here because I have so much to do today. I got wound up.
He's got to go pay his electric bill at Walmart.
I did. I was so mad about that I was still, there's smoke coming out of my ears as I'm driving down the road. And because of that, because I was distracted with a million things to do, I didn't even practice on the way down the road. When I got there, C-Lane shows up after me, and C-Lane's like, hey, man, what's up? What's up? And I go, where are we at on the list of performers? And he goes, well, we're second to last or something.
We were the penultimate act.
Yeah, we're right before the finale, the final performance. And I said, oh, God. And the thing that was really bad was some of the performances were good. Some of the people going up were really impressive. In fact, C-Lane and I looked at each other a couple of times. We're like, oh, my God, thank God we're not going after them. And then other times we're like, I wish we were going after Taco Bob.
What did he sing?
3 Little Birds.
Metal style?
Don't worry about a thing, man.
But I think Pat was running late, so at the last minute, Taco had Paramore come up and sing it with him.
The promotions guy, Paramore, who's a character, he gets up and sings it, and then Taco Bob turned it into death metal, 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley. After that, I would have been like, we're good to go. And Abraham on TNJ chat says, C-Lane is literally a musician. I know. Thank God.
Literally.
Right? Thank God. But they did this thing with, notably, every iHeart employee, save for me because I forgot to respond to this request. I don't know if you saw this or not, Josh, but there was a thing going around to everybody, and it was like, hey, we want you to say what you would be doing for a job if you weren't in radio.
Well, there were different versions of it because there was the request that came in like text or email form, depending on where you got the request from.
Yeah.
But for me, I just got stopped in the hallway, and I didn't really know what it was about. But, like, in the video of me, I have a big gulp in my hand. My laptop is slung over my shoulder, and she goes, what would you be doing if you weren't in radio? And I was like, I'd probably still playing music at bars.
C-Lane goes in the middle of this, Josh, and some of the first ones were like, I'd be a stripper. And it was like,
that was the other thing. Like, I don't know if she said that this was for the company rally or what. I didn't quite know exactly what it was for. And so I also didn't know that that everybody was giving goof answers. Everybody was being funny about this.
Why do you say Raquel was giving a goof answer by saying being a stripper?
By saying that she would be a stripper?
She'd be a damn good stripper. She's my favorite stripper potential person in that building. All right?
She doesn't love you, you know.
Stripper potential person?
I have promised her a hoodie for about 4 years.
Oh, my gosh.
Her affection for me may have dropped dramatically. She may
It's waning.
But she was funny. She's always funny, right?
Yeah.
She's this woman in our building. She said, I would be a stripper. And then you got one of the guys like, I'd be a strip club DJ.
The Monsters did a whole bit. Like, I don't even think they planned it, but it was just to piss Amber off. They just did a whole bit where every one of them took her answer. That was funny. And then the more of them that got played that people were laughing at, the more I just was like crossing my fingers that maybe Lizzie accidentally deleted mine. Like, maybe she went, oh, I forgot to drag C-Lane's over.
C-Lane was buried in. Keep in mind, almost everybody except for me did one of these. And their videos in there was like, well, if I wasn't in radio, I'd be doing this. And almost all of them were funny, jokey things. I knew Ryan from the Monsters in the Morning. I knew it wouldn't have been done over the weekend because when he got texts to record that video, he always complains like he's a labor union leader or something, that he's been contacted off hours to do some form of work. So I knew it wouldn't be him if he wasn't in the studio. So he was in the studio, and they did their whole bit, and they go through person after person after person.
So funny that you say Ryan complains about being contacted for off-hour stuff, because yesterday I literally was like, we got to have you back to Secret Show sometime. He's like, sure, text me.
I can't say much because I didn't do it at all. So I have to be very careful on how much I hit the gas here. But there's one more twist I have to throw in before I tell the C-Lane situation. The other twist was, as I arrived at this event, a couple of people were coming over to me, and they were saying, hey, did you get this email? You know, like suits would be coming over, and they'd be like, hey, did you get this email? Employees would be coming over. Hey, Sean, oh, my God, never see you with these. Did you get this email? And I go, I think so. And they go, did you read it? And I go, I didn't get a chance to read it yet. And corporate had literally just sent out an email about how there was more restructuring going on, and that as a result of us fine-tuning things and making us thinner, leaner, stronger, faster. Yeah, that there would be more people who iHeart had to part ways with, and that would be getting fired. And the email on this comes in right before they roll the video of, if you weren't working in radio right now, what were you doing? And I thought the most brutal thing in the world would be if the boss lady was like, well, I'm going to give you the opportunity to do this, and you're going to be able to go back to Circle K, and you're going to... I said, if they just drop the bomb on people who are fired
time for
right
Raquel to get those tassels.
Get stripping, all right? Like, I thought they were going to do this, but everybody drops these jokes. C-Lane looks... when he pops up in this video, like he's just been encountered by a rogue paparazzo, and he was
basically was the case.
He's like,
he got TMZ'd.
Yeah, he's like he got TMZ'd, Josh. Yeah, he's got his hands kind of. He's like, and they go, "What would you be doing if you weren't in radio?" Which also in person would be the most brutal way to fire somebody. Did it that way? What would you be doing if you weren't in radio? And C-Lane goes, I'd probably be playing music. I used to play music in a lot of venues and sing songs and play music. And I'd probably
they
play
hand me my guitar from the booth and like, all right.
Yeah, see you later. Out of tune. Good luck. And then afterwards, C-Lane's like, son of a bitch. I didn't know everybody would be making jokes. I did like a serious one in the middle of all this.
I was looking I was doing the opposite of looking forward to seeing mine, just because there were so many of them. Unless I was earlier in the pack, too, because then that would have been fine and everybody else could make the jokes and then they would forget that I was just normal. Mm-hmm. And no, all these jokes are being made and then it's me. And I was going to whisper to Sean, but we were so close to the stage that I didn't want to, put any attention on myself.
We were right in front of the stage.
Yeah, we looked really like kiss ass, the distance from the stage we were sitting. And I was going to be like, man, some of these people can't hold a microphone to save their lives, because some of the videos, like she had used one of those little wireless like podcast mics that you see that people do in the viral videos, and some of them they would just talk, and it was like, and I was like, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what this guy's saying, and then I was going to say something to Sean, like these guys, some of these microphone skills are lacking. And then mine was really low. I was like,
well, what would you be doing if you weren't in radio? He was like,
I think I'd probably be just playing music, at bars again. Like I used to do some dueling pianos, so I'll probably do that.
Oh, God. All right, so you got the clip? You have the clip?
Yeah, I got the clip. I got to put a quick bleep in it.
Yeah, he cursed. Yay. He cursed during the performance. He was good as expected. I was so bad, it is going to ruin my career. We'll play that at the top of the hour as we kick off the Power Hour in a bit here. Let's see. I had the AI thing. C-Lane said they used AI to make an entire audiobook for The Odyssey, which is about to be released in theaters. And then it was going to be done in the voice of Sir Michael Caine, which, what do we know Michael Caine from most?
Well,
Batman?
Yeah, Dark Knight.
Other Chris Nolan movies. He's been in Dark Knight. He was in, I think he was in Inception. I don't know. I threw away the paper.
Yeah. All right. And he's dead, correct?
No.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought they used AI to do his voice even.
No, he's just tired and old.
Yeah.
But they didn't they use AI for the whole thing? Isn't that what they said?
Yes, for this,
Yeah.
because he just signed off on it. Oh,
Okay.
Michael Caine was in the Prestige too. Such a good movie.
And
It's the-
Interstellar.
The magician one. All right, here it is. Let's
This
see.
is an 11 Productions original.
Okay.
Michael Caine.
Long before the world had maps, the greatest warriors of Greece sailed across the sea to a city called Troy.
This is all AI?
I think so.
The effects
For 10
are
years,
cool.
They laid siege
I don't know
to
how
its
much of the
walls.
effects are AI.
When the city finally fell, the heroes turned their ships toward home.
Audiobooks are getting so much cooler. I so love what's happening with this. It used to be somebody talking into the crappiest microphone. Like, Audible presents.
Raquel just emailed me. She's got her tassels ready.
She'd be so good at it too. It's now gotten so much more impressive, these audiobook experience. Of course, this is all AI, so everybody's fired. Yeah.
But the gods of Olympus had their favorites and their grudges.
So true.
And for many of these men, the journey home became its own kind of war.
I could listen to this.
This is the story of one of those soldiers. His name is Odysseus, king of a small rocky island called Ithaca. And he is the cleverest man alive.
Yeah, this is good. I think it's good. I think people are going to go for it. It's free, at least what I'm listening to right now from 11reader.io.
Mm-hmm.
I just logged in with my Google account, and the AI audiobook is free and ready to go. All right, we will get to some of your, yikes, just seeing some of the photo dispatches coming through here. We will get through some of your dispatches momentarily on the show. At the top of the hour, we'll play that clip. Big thanks to Ryan Annie for the 8 gifted subscriptions.
Yeah.
Look at that, Ryan. 8 gifted subscriptions, premium subscriptions to thenewsjunkie.com and the app, and secret shows unlocked for you. Go claim those subscriptions right now on thenewsjunkie.com to unlock secret shows. Okay. Quick break. We're back with all of that and so much more. An update, believe it or not, on the guy who was in the bathroom with his daughters. I didn't think we were going to get more on that, but we do have more, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
AI avoids awkwardness. We lean into it. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
There's a crash off to the shoulder on I-4 eastbound near Sand Lake Road. Westbound on I-4 near Saxon. A disabled truck's getting cleared up. For 1792 meets I-4, there's a crash getting cleared up there as well. On the major roadways, you won't be expecting too much trouble. Just move over if you see emergency crews, and if you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
Listen up, friends. If you have ever wanted to take part in the Real Radio Poker Tournament, if you have already taken part in the Real Radio Poker Tournament and said, that was...
Hello! Skill mic activated. Landscape ongoing. Godspeed. Hey everybody, good to see you. TNJ Chat, YouTube, Twitch. How are we doing on a Wednesday? Oh, I gotta add those subscriptions. Hang on. Let's add Ryan's gifted subs. Ryan with 8 gifted subs. Amazing. Thank you, Ryan. Big support for the 8 gifted subscriptions. Premium access for you, friend. Over at thenewsjunkie.com and the News Junkie app. Unlock secret shows, unending access, unlimited access. to see it now, and so much more. Thanks to Ryan for the 8 gifted subs. Appreciate the big support, Ryan. That's what keeps the engine rolling. Fight the suits, gift the subs. That's 8 shots fired off. Go claim them right now. Look, it even worked in Mega Chat. Woo! Mega Chat is working well. Not perfect yet, but working very well. Couple of minutes and we're back live. And then we'll have the embarrassing video at the top of the hour. I gotta tell you, truth time, news cycle slow this week. All we have for like mainstream drama is this reflecting pool algae nonsense. And now they've said they caught a couple of people on camera. There's been more people who have been questioned about doing this. The permanent repair is going to be around July 4th, according to the Trump administration. The whole thing costs $16 million. CNN and MSNBC have covered this so extensively. It's unbelievable, all right? According to a new study, between June 14th and June 22nd, CNN led the pack with 215 minutes of coverage on the reflecting pool. That's 3.5 hours of reflecting pool algae coverage. MSNBC clocked in with 160 minutes and 51 seconds, or 2.5 hours of coverage on algae in the reflecting pool. CBS had more than 15 minutes of coverage. Wait a second. I thought CBS was some left-wing rag outlet now, huh? They have more than 15 minutes. ABC, 10 minutes of coverage. And NBC, 9.5 minutes of coverage. CNN, for how long? 3.5 hours. CNN has been covering the algae and the reflecting pool drama for 3.5 hours. I don't think people care that much about it. Do you want more reflecting pool algae updates, chat? Yes or no? Let me know. Yes or no? Over 10 days, considering a 24-hour news cycle, it doesn't seem like much. Are you fucking crazy? 3.5 hours talking about algae in a pool? Over 8 days. And I guarantee you almost all of that is heavily focused within a couple of days. That would be my guess. No. That's crazy, right? Ridiculous. All because of Orange Man Pat. Like, my problem is I really don't think most of these people care about this. It's just like the thing earlier with the trash can. I am the last great bastion of sanity. I am the only one who's not going to lie to you about what I'm outraged about. If I'm outraged by anything, I'm outraged that we paid $14 to $16 million and it looks like we got ripped off. I want that money back. I want them fixing that. But otherwise, I don't give a shit about this. Lower our taxes. Make healthcare more affordable in the United States of America. Tell me how we're going to make America better. Tell me how we're going to bring people back together and merge the gap between the handful of socialists who won elections in New York last night, showing a leftward shift there, and the supporters of Trump, their rightward counterparts. Tell me how we're going to bridge that gap. Tell me how we're going to do anything else. I don't care about the reflecting pool algae. And I don't think they do either. I don't believe them. I don't think they do. We're coming back.
.com. So relax. Turn up the music. Drive with a smile knowing you're saving up to 50% on tolls. So you can think of other things like rainbows, grandma's cookies, or the places you'll go and the money you'll save with ePass. Get yours at GetEPass.com.
I've been hearing for decades that the markets can solve climate change. Today, we have more incentives for market solutions than ever, and emissions are rising. On this season of Drilled, Carbon Cowboys, the story of 3 market solutions colliding in one multinational boondoggle.
You gotta give Bruce and the guys credit. They're Republicans. They don't give a shit about any of this now.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Drilled and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Radio. 104.1.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the News Junkie.
July. Love you. Learn more about the show and the world's most viral newsroom over on the website, which can be found over at thenewsjunkie.com. I'm over the reflecting pool drama. I feel like most people don't really care about this. That's my gut take on it. And honest to God, I think you can add it to the pile of stories where I go, I personally am so over people pretending like they care about things that I know they don't really care about. Like watching somebody go like, I can't take this. I love America so much. There's algae in the reflecting pool. I'm like, the only thing I care about this is, did we get ripped off? And if we got ripped off, I want our money back. That's all I care about.
I would say, like, I'm not losing sleep over the reflecting pool, but it is, it's like sort of concerning and amusing at the same time, you know, like the world burn amusing, where you go, we spent $16 million and it's in worse disrepair than it was before. I mean, I don't know what it was before. We weren't really talking about it before.
That's fine concern. What I'm talking about, Sealand, is when people clutch pearls and they're like, this is the reflecting pool. We can't have, and I'm like, half of the people talking about this are also the same people that will say that they don't care about America that much on our way to our 250th anniversary. Right? I think that you're like feigning outrage over things because this is just the game of politics that everybody plays. The story I was telling Chad about during the break was crazy. CNN has talked about the algae and the reflecting pool as of today for over 3.5 hours total. 3.5 hours. On MSNBC or MS Now, they've talked about it for 160 minutes and 51 seconds, which is 2.5 hours. And then the broadcast news outlets, much less. CBS talked about reflecting pool drama for 15 minutes, ABC 10 minutes, and NBC 9.5 minutes. And I'm not saying like it's not worth talking about or just saying like tossing in something, but hours on end acting like you care about this. Like, I know people care about things. Like, people legit care about inflation, 100%. People legit care about gas prices. People legit care about the United States getting engaged in wars around the world, and they get really upset about these things. They have every right to. People legit care about paying way too much in taxes that they think are getting wasted. That's the only tie-in with this that matters. Did they waste our tax dollars? But so much of the stuff that we see now is people pretending they care about things that I know they don't actually care about. I know that they don't legitimately care about these things that they're pretending they care about. That's my problem with this. I'm kind of over it. And so far, it looked like chat was like, yeah, we don't need endless updates on this particular story. But you can dissent if you want or agree with the dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. This is why I don't want to lie to you on this show. I just cannot bring myself to grift or lie based on these things. That's why when we were talking about the lady who got fired for stealing the New York Knicks celebration trash can, I can't tell you that I actually care about the trash can theft. It's just not that big of a deal to me. It's not. I absolutely care more about her dumping the trash can out on the sidewalk like a giant fat monster. And I care about what that says about her overall humanity and her approach to the world. And then I don't really shed a tear when JP Morgan fires this lady's ass. But I am not going to pretend Like, I care about the actual trash can theft itself because that doesn't matter as much to me. But people will do it endlessly. They will do this kind of stuff. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody sends over this story. They said, you guys got to see this report. It's from WPLG. And this is about something that the kids are getting involved in.
Oh, boy.
Let's get caught up, Josh, all right, with the Utes. What are the Utes up to? Here they are. Here's Janine Stanwood.
Oh, hi, Janine.
She's from Local 10, and they are talking about something that the kids are getting involved in that's bad. Here you go. Let's see what she says.
These are real Doritos. These are salty, and these are crispy. But Homestead police say they encountered a whole bunch of fakes that could make a lot of people very sick.
All right.
There's 70 pounds of it altogether.
70 pounds of weed, nearly 1,000 vape pens, and fake brand name snacks laced with high doses of THC.
Oh, this is
the same
not
logo.
new.
Cheetos, Doritos, they've had these for a while.
Yeah, these have been around for quite some time.
This is, though, definitely a massive trademark violation.
Oh, yeah. This is what like the companies should be going after. Frito-Lay in particular. I just don't know if they're coming in illegally. Who are you going after for this?
Yeah.
You know, like those look professionally manufactured to the point where you go, where are they being sold where it's okay? Like in Florida, you can't sell weed products that look like that. They've got to look like medicine. They've got to look like there's a prescription on the thing, or it comes in a non-distinct pouch with a big red triangle on it.
True.
They can't have fun packaging, right?
No,
They can't have,
absolutely not.
Design. I wonder if they use actual Cheetos to make these, or if they just even made their own, which is way more impressive.
The same font, the same colors.
Confiscated after a major undercover bust in Homestead. This video taken by police. We're getting an inside look.
Oh, my
The
God.
looks are deceiving. This looks like just a regular bag of flaming hot Cheetos.
Well, you know what would be based? If this lady just downed a whole bunch of the weed Cheetos right now. If she was like, as your news reader, I'm going to eat these.
It'd be hilarious if it was like, this looks like an ordinary bag of flaming hot Cheetos. And it is because they won't let me hold the weed ones.
She's got them here.
We check that out inside, but detectives say
Should be flaming
these
hot
are really
Weedos.
laced with a concentrated form of THC.
Cheetos.
Same with these counterfeit Doritos.
Nice.
You really have
Thanks.
to look to see that THC label at the bottom.
At least it's
You tell me
labeled.
if this
Yeah, it does have a label on there. It's very professional.
looks like any different Dorito chip that you have ever seen.
Bro,
I like
no.
it. I love that they're wearing gloves like it's going to poison them like fentanyl.
It's like, you can't get too close with it. And he says, it looks like any other Dorito chip you've ever seen. I mean, I guess, I don't know, this kind of, maybe it's the camera angle here. It
does
looks like
throw
a
little light.
Yeah, it looks a little particle boardy to me. But yeah, I mean, the packaging is definitely very professional.
You've ever seen.
It was early Thursday. Undercover Homestead detectives served a warrant at a house that looked like any other. But inside,
What was it
just
supposed to
empty
look like?
rooms and these
Yeah.
displays of drugs. Their suspect taken down in the backyard.
Whether you find drugs with this amount, you'll generally find firearms, you'll generally find people protecting the drugs because there's a lot of cash that goes into that.
Well, you did find a lot of cash.
We found $26,000 in this case.
Did you find
What's also
firearms?
disturbing,
Yeah, I don't know if
Apparently
they've got
not.
guns here. What's this, Fidel?
says the chief, not just the deceiving snacks, but all the colorful cartoon-like labeling that seems to be marketed to kids.
The person who's the consumer that's going to buy that knows what they're buying.
Bro, this is always a funny thing that these folks do. It's not targeted to kids. The fact is, grown-ass adults still like this kind of marketing.
Yeah.
All right? If I said to you, hey, I've got a weed brownie that I cooked up at home, and I'm like, or I've got THC Cheetos, or what was the one Josh said? I don't know.
Cheetos.
TH Cheetos I've got for you.
That's what
and
they're
you
calling them.
You eat Cheetos and you get high as hell. Adults love that too. They're going to love this stuff. That's why it's out there. That's why this is absolutely everywhere. And you got to combine the snacks and the THC at the same time until you get busted like this. Let us know what you think. Maybe you've tried these. Give us a review and tell us your experience. Go to thenewsjunkie.com or email the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right, update very quickly, Selena. Then I'll get to this break, I promise. Okay? Very quickly. Update on the guy who brought his daughter into the restroom. He brought his daughter into the woman's restroom, And then the other man started to he opened the door halfway and they called the cops because the father took his daughters in the women's restroom. They said, my wife is trying to use this restroom. Get out of here. And the cops showed up and all sorts of stuff.
You're trying to look at her ninnies.
I think I heard that, Josh, can you double check this? I think I heard the dude got fired. I think I heard the guy got fired who was blocking the door.
From JP Morgan Chase Bank.
That'd be brutal for JP Morgan. We are dropping like flies over here. Mississippi man. Hang on, let me bring this up in front of me here. Mississippi man. A Mississippi man will not face charges after restroom confrontation. Why did this not show up?
Yeah, he was a realtor, and the real estate agency he worked for fired him.
Oh, really? Okay, so he did lose his job. The guy who was confronting the dad with his daughters got fired from his realtor job. And now this says, a Mississippi man who gained notoriety as part of a viral video that showed him calling police on a father assisting his two daughters in a women's restroom will not face charges or citations. The incident, which took place at a gas station in Alabama, was recorded by Oklahoma resident Tyler Brodsky and spread online. In the video, the man is seen speaking on the phone with the police. I'm standing in the doorway of the ladies' room, okay? My wife, there's a man with two little girls using the women's restroom. He's washing his hands with his two little girls right now.
What a monster.
So the guy who filmed this got fired. There's been fallout for him, but officers are saying there will be no charges against this particular man. That doesn't surprise me either. I don't see what they would have charged him with.
That brief second where the guy was like, don't touch me. Like he might have touched him, and that could have been, it would have been a huge legal stretch to charge him with any sort of assault or battery just for the unwanted touching. But there was a moment where it could have gotten worse. A lot of this was de-escalated by the father who just wanted to get his two daughters out of there.
Yeah, but he was so chill, that guy.
But the dude was very smart to start recording. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because the other guy would have said he was in there. God only knows what he was doing. The dad started recording himself in the bathroom with his daughters, showing that they were just washing their hands, and the guy was losing his mind, and he got fired. I think getting fired is enough. I don't know that I don't even know if we need to fire people in these positions, but getting fired certainly is enough. I don't think you need to go to prison. I don't think you need to get a charge. I don't even know what you would charge anybody for, but there's your update in that case. The police saying he would not face any charges. When we come back, we've got jury duty. C-Lane has also secured the video, which we will play.
I already sent it to you.
Oh, God. Can I delete it from the world in the link that you sent?
I still have a copy.
Delete there's not an option for me to just delete everywhere? I don't really want to play this, but we will at the top of the hour. Jury duty's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-746.
Welcome behind the scenes of the show. Skull Mike activated. Anybody else getting hammered with spam texts today? Is it just me? Getting so many ridiculous spam texts. Maybe 5 during the show today alone. Crazy.
The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen, so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. You ever notice the first 4 letters of the word paint are pain? Because you're doing it yourself.
Stand by.
And it's the pain, the prep, the taping, the mess, the ladders. They all finish it this weekend. That never happens. So take the pain out of paint. Call We Paint Everything today. Interior, exterior, cabinets, ceilings, even repairs before they paint. These are the pros who make your home look amazing without you lifting a finger. Don't live with the pain. Let We Paint Everything handle it. Call Raphael at 407
Raphael?
2000 or online.
Call Raphael. I don't want to jinx anything, but YouTube comments still coming in, baby. Mega chat appears to be stable. Teabag says, my spam calls last month totaled 243 calls. YouTubers, question for you. Any YouTubers seeing a different username on your YouTube and on Mega Chat? Or are they matching up? Like, let's see. Sunny Dave. Sunny Dave. Okay, that's correct. Ryan Annie. Ryan Annie, okay. Teabag the Mighty, all right. Florida Scratcher. Florida Scratcher didn't come in yet. I want to make sure they're matched up, and that's correct. Bandit says, I got a bunch of spam calls yesterday. It's been bad. Okay. I am seeing that Supergirl is coming out this weekend, and the tracking for this movie has gone down and down and down and down. I don't know if anybody's going to be watching Supergirl this weekend. Hands up in chat if you're going to watch Supergirl at the box office at the movie theater this weekend. It was first tracking for $80 million in its opening weekend. $80 to $85 million. Then the tracking dropped down to $60 million for opening weekend. Then Supergirl tracking dropped down to 50 to 55. And now it's expecting to make $40 million. That's the opening weekend cratering from a potential 80 million plus to now 40 million. And watching this myself, looking at pre-sales on tickets and stuff, I think there's a potential that Supergirl comes in around 34 or 35 million this weekend. And if it does, it will be a, Miss Marvel level bomb. Like, what was the Brie Larson one? Was that Miss Marvel? What was the big bomb? I'll wait for streaming. Was it Miss Marvel? That was the one they spent all this money on, and then nobody showed up at the movie theater. I'm burned out on superhero flicks. They need to give it a rest for a while. Yeah. Okay. Here's the problem in a nutshell. Burned out on superhero flicks, just like CJ. That's one. Number two, they pick characters that don't have big followings. Like, in this case, they picked Supergirl. I don't see a lot of girls interested in Supergirl. Women in general, just generally speaking, women aren't very big on superhero movies. Those are not the focus movies that they show up for. The demographics don't work in your favor. And who the hell is raving about Supergirl? They got one breakthrough special hit with Guardians of the Galaxy, which was mostly a thing that people didn't know about beforehand. And people were so into superhero mayhem at the moment that they went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy, even though most of them weren't familiar with it. They went and saw Chris Pratt. But Supergirl, who cares? I don't care. Supergirl was the best part of the Superman movie. My problem is I don't like Superman. I see Supergirl every time I look in the mirror. Nice. This was more to get Millie, is that the actress, a superhero movie than anything. She's the next big thing. I think I saw something else that she was in that was okay. But this isn't going to be good for her. It's not going to work out. I'm excited for the new Minions. Yeah. That'll do well. The new Minions movie will perform very well. But Supergirl, if Supergirl drops to 35, or God forbid below that, it will be a travesty. It will change how they do publicity for all of these movies moving forward and what gets made. It will be a big change because Hollywood is just losing so much money on all of these failures. And they deserve every bit of it.
The S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we place the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
Every breakthrough starts with someone willing to take part. Summit Clinical Research is seeking volunteers with fatty liver disease for studies focused on MASH. Participants may receive study treatment, care, and compensation at no cost. Check eligibility at NASHlivertrials.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the News Junkie.
We'll get to a whole bunch of stories that are rolling around in courtrooms, including one that I meant to get to yesterday about these students blackmailing their teacher over her OnlyFans account. It's all coming up in just a moment. You will get to your emails. We will get to your emails, your dispatches, all of your feedback, and potentially this video. Have you censored the video, the embarrassing video?
Yeah, it's in your email box.
C-Lane, here's my thing.
Do not delete.
The only thing that could be a saving grace for me is if the audio was not fantastic in the venue. It was like a little hard to see, and I had a bunch of people singing over the terrible singing that I was doing. Did that save the day? Did that make me sound better than anticipated? Or?
I did not watch any of the parts where you sang. I want this to be fresh for me as much as it is for Josh.
God, please. I hope that they buried me in like backup vocals and stuff.
I didn't even listen to that much of me. Because I don't necessarily like listening to me.
People did. They were excited about
other people do. I don't sometimes. Yeah. But also, I couldn't hear myself that well, so I know I was yelling. Like I was yelling rapping, not just like casual rapping.
All right. Well, we're going to play that, I guess, at the top of the hour to pay off the bet here. But right now, here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you reach out to the attorney that's going to put you on that path to the big giant check you deserve. 800-CALL-MO. Or go to justcallmo.com. There was a story that I mentioned yesterday. It didn't get to pay off. And I guess teenagers in this teacher's school blackmailed her over this OnlyFans account that they discovered. So they found out that their teacher had an OnlyFans account, and they told her, we're going to blackmail you over this. I mean, I'm sure they didn't say it that exact way.
I bet you're wondering why I've called you in here today. That's for a little bit of blackmail.
I sure hope you're not recording since I'm saying this.
Listen, you're not here today so I can whitemail you. No.
Here's the story about this. I did hear that the teacher, when she was having sex with one of the students who was blackmailing her over her OnlyFans, was wearing a Jesus Loves You sweater. So I did hear that.
Wait. Did you skip something?
Well, I mean, the blackmail
was sexual in nature?
Yeah, here's Channel 2 in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see what they say.
Over an OnlyFans account. That's according to warrants. The teacher is accused of having sex with students. Channel 2's Tom Regan, live now at Alexander High School in Douglas County. So, Tom, the warrants show the investigation into the former teacher is expanding now.
Yeah, George, according to these warrants...
Let me turn this up. It's a little bit quiet here. I can pump up the volume. I'll go 180. 180%. All right, this should be a little louder for you.
Investigators are now seeking surveillance video from here at the high school, from a golf course, from students' cell phones, from Ring cameras, and from the former teacher's OnlyFans account. It appears the evidence against her is growing fast. 25-year-old Maris Nichols.
Okay, here she is. Here's the teacher in question. I knew you were going to do this. I'll link to the story up on See It Now.
I wonder what you're going to use as the thumbnail.
Well, I'll just use a mugshot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like you guys. I don't do this stuff. I don't go, I can fix her. I don't think in I can fix her terms. I actually don't think I can fix any of them. I think they're all irreparably broken. Now, I want to hear out her story because maybe she was really done wrong by these guys. Not like that. Maybe she was, maybe they were... Maybe she's a victim here. All right, maybe she's a victim is what I mean.
Biology here at Alexander High is charged with multiple counts of child molestation, improper sexual contact, grooming of a minor, and tampering with evidence. Authorities allege she had sex with the student twice, once in a school closet and a second time inside a Hummer off campus. Newly released warrants state multiple male students received inappropriate videos, photographs, and messages from Maris.
All right, so she sent them inappropriate videos, photographs. I guess she's claiming that they found her OnlyFans, and they were like, we're going to tell the school that you have an OnlyFans unless you do this stuff with us.
The mentioned students also received and or shared video of a student having sex with the teacher. One of the videos shows Maris from behind, and she is wearing a light yellow sweatshirt that has Jesus loves you in large letters on the back of the shirt. Another warrant states another victim came forward who has alleged he also had sex with Maris at the golf course in St. Andrews Golf Community and claims there are messages between him and Maris that took place on the Snapchat app.
All right, so the victims, that's the students, are coming forward. And then I guess the response is that she was blackmailed. Hold on, this addresses that part.
Another allegation. Throughout the investigation, it has been said repeatedly on social media apps that the victims in this case were blackmailing Maris by threatening to expose her OnlyFans account in return for a good grade in her class.
Wow.
Low stakes.
Wow. How is she not a victim then? If they go to her and they go, we found your OnlyFans, and if you don't give us a good grade, we're going to rat you out, and you're going to lose your job, and your life is going to fall apart.
What does the OnlyFans have to do with it? How about, hey, if you don't give me a good grade, I'm going to tell everybody I'm having sex with you?
No, that's where it started. It started with her OnlyFans, and they said, we want a good grade, and then somehow they kept, I guess the blackmail kept going to having sex with her.
Just lose your job.
Hold on. I agree, Josh. But if that's the case, if somebody blackmails her and then she's like, oh, my whole life is going to be upended if I don't have sex with these students, and then she has sex with them, okay, hold on, everybody. Hear me out. Missy says she's no victim, no excuse. Sure, right. But are they victims? That's my question. You understand what I'm saying? Are they victims? When they come forward and like another victim says, and if they were blackmailing her into having sex with them and sending all this content and stuff, it's not about whether she did something wrong. Josh is right, believe it or not. He's right.
Finally.
He's right. Josh is right. She should have just lost her job, okay? However, are we still all going to think that they're victims too? If they were engaging in criminal acts by blackmailing the teacher, that's what I'm saying. All right? Because I think if that part's true, that changes things a little.
There's been plenty of cases of this going on where I go, they're calling this kid a victim, but it seems like he was really flirting hard with this teacher and trying to bang her and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to, give you the same title as kids who are actually groomed and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You could definitely not call this teacher a groomer. Could you?
I think they did.
But would you agree with that statement?
Is she a groomer? I don't know. I don't know if she was fishing for them. It sounds like they were fishing for her.
Right.
I think she did something illegal in having sex with the students, and that's terrible, and she should face the penalties for doing that. But I care less about calling them victims. If that don't give it. Jason on YouTube says they're kids, they're minors. Who cares if they're 16, 17, 18-year-old kids and they find out that their teacher has an OnlyFans and they utilize that to blackmail her to get good grades and have sex with her, they're also doing something wrong too. Are you not acknowledging that? Because that's just painfully obvious to me.
Now,
they are also bad.
I will say, there's like, I don't know how many kids were blackmailing her, but she's accused of having sex with like 6 kids.
Whoa. Oh my God.
So,
all right, hold that. We'll get to more details. In fact, we might not have enough time to share the karaoke video. We might have to push that back. We'll have to see. Or that is coming up in a moment. We'll do both of those things. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $2,500 is just minutes away with the $250K USA giveaway. Presented by HBN Bath on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software.
Oh, boy. All right, let me see this video Sealand sent. Here it goes. It's opening.
Sponsored by ePass. You've heard of karma, but have you heard of CARMA? It's like karma, but on the road. So when you let someone merge, good karma. Leave space between cars, good karma. These little daily driving habits can help you keep calm and in control. Learn more at drivesmartflorida.org.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com. Hey Orlando, are you tired of checking a price online only to find out it's thousands more when you get to
Oh boy. Oh no! You can hear it better than I hoped. Oh no! C-Lane also has a crazy update on the OnlyFans teacher. All right, we'll get to that too. But are you with me or not, chat? If the students, we'll take this into account, if the students were legitimately blackmailing the teacher and trying to get better grades and trying to get her to have sex with them, otherwise they were going to tell about her OnlyFans, the students have also done something wrong too, right? We can all acknowledge this. You don't just let students blackmail teachers because the teacher is on OnlyFans and she's the adult. The students could be in the wrong too. Everybody could be in the wrong. I completely agree they're not victims but felons. Yes, they're wrong, but she's more wrong. Agreed. Not suggesting that they are necessarily more wrong. She's having sex with kids who are students at the school, who are maybe some of them underage. She's doing things that she's not supposed to do as a teacher, certainly. But those students knew that they weren't doing things that they were supposed to do. They knew that, like, blackmailing a teacher to get grades off of her OnlyFans, and they knew that they were doing something wrong. But she could have said no. True. But just because somebody could say no, like Mama Greaser, let's say you sent me some very explicit video. Very, very explicit. And when you sent it to me, I was like, wow, holy cow. I'm going to post this on all of my social media platforms and show people what you're doing in this explicit video, right? Now, you could say, like, she knew better than to do X, Y, or Z or whatever, but it's also a very wrong thing that somebody's going to blackmail you. And so then I would go, hey, if you don't want me to release this, you have to do this illegal thing. So I said, Mama Greaser, hang on, let's make this a 1-for-1. Mama Greaser, I've got the explicit video, and I'm going to release it unless you do this illegal thing. You have the ability to say no in that instance. You could absolutely say no. But I'm still wrong in breaking the law too for blackmailing you to do it to begin with. Right? That's my point. They're both very wrong. She's more wrong. My God, Kevin. I'm sure she could have gotten laid by somebody her age. Well, that's almost always the case in these stories. Couple of minutes and we're back live. Did he release the video? I'm not releasing it. I'm not playing it. I've decided against it. She's the most dangerous type of pedo? I can fix her? No, you can't. She's going to jail. I like how we're going from this story to Sean's karaoke. Isn't that the beauty of the show? We cover a lot of ground. We cover it fast. We cover it before anybody else. And we twist and turn you all over the place. But if she's making enough money on OnlyFans, tell them no and step away from teaching. To go along those lines, technically, you could say, hey, the teacher's getting blackmailed by the students over her OnlyFans account. The teacher steps up and says, these kids are blackmailing me. Here's what's going on. There's a whole bunch of news stories. All the news stories show the teacher. She gets a huge spike in subscribers to her OnlyFans, and she's seen as the victim. Money, right? Like, that's the best case scenario. But obviously it didn't go that way. And I still think these kids knew what they were doing was wrong. I do. Come on, Sean, show the video. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins for HBN USA. Is your bathroom outdated, unattractive, and even like unsafe? Well, good news.
Here we go. We're coming back right now.
Fair. Be there. Hey, it's Russ Rollins for HBN USA. Is your bathroom outdated, unattractive, and even like unsafe? Well, good news. HBN Bath can transform it into a beautiful modern space that you're going to love in as little as one day. No long, messy remodels, just fast, professional results. Visit HBNUSA.com to schedule your free consultation. Plus, enjoy 0% financing, no payments for 18 months, or up to $2,500 off your project. Visit HBNUSA.com. Restrictions apply. License number CBC 1255975.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Today kicks off the final round of matches in the group stage. Canada coach Jesse March on the opportunity his team has to clinch the top spot in Group B.
2 years ago, everybody thought I was crazy, right? That prospect at the time wouldn't be possible.
Canada would clinch its group with a win over Switzerland. Also in action today, five-time champion Brazil and co-host Mexico.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Travel. That's travel. Enter it now.
Radio. Radio 104.1.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening.
I don't have to do anything. Just so you know, just for the record, now people are saying, Sean, you're legally obligated to play the video because you have a verbal agreement with it. I kiss my ass. I'm not legally obligated to do anything here. I don't think. I mean,
all right, refund their donations.
I said I would do that already. I said that I would do that rather than play this video. And like you, C-Lane, I've only rolled tape on a couple of seconds here. I've only played just a little bit. And it's in way better quality than I was hoping it would be. I was hoping like you would not be able to hear me at all. I haven't heard me singing yet, which is the nightmarish part. C-Lane knocks it out of the park. He's a professional. He's an entertainer. But I did make a deal and I will pay it off in just a second. I have the video. You can see here. It's in front of me. For those of you watching, if you want to see this, and it is definitely 100% embarrassing, and we did do this on a stage in front of a ton of iHeart employees. I'll play it in a moment, but quick update on the story we were just talking about. So here's what we were pulling from this. This was a teacher in Atlanta, Georgia. She is in big trouble. She's 25 years old. Maris Nichols is her name. She's accused of sexually abusing students who potentially blackmailed her after they discovered her OnlyFans account and wanted to get better grades from her, or they were going to tell about her OnlyFans account. And it says there's arrest warrant saying that she had sex with a student twice, once inside a schoolroom closet and on May 2nd inside a car, a Hummer, in fact, they mentioned. Mm-hmm. New warrants allege that she may have had sex with a different student, that's 3 if you're keeping track, on May 3rd, and also sent inappropriate pictures and videos to several other victims. She was wearing a sweatshirt or sweater that says, Jesus loves you, in the video, having sex with one of these students.
Yeah, because she went to like a Christian college or something.
Yeah, perfect for all this to happen there. And some of these kids are younger than 16. So now, I want to be clear. I was not defending this teacher in the slightest. I think the teacher is a criminal. I think she's a sex offender. I think she should go to prison for a decent amount of time for doing what she did. I said, and I stand by this 1,000%, if the students found her OnlyFans and then were blackmailing her to try to get her to jump through all these hoops and do all of this stuff, the students are far less in the way of victims and without a doubt criminals in their own right. All right? Well, that's all I'm saying. But C-Lane said she's got more of a checkered background than you might think.
So right now she was already charged with having sex with a student when she was rearrested after it emerged. She allegedly abused 5 others, and they put including a girl, which I don't know how that changes anything.
Yeah, all right.
But they also said
no penetration.
She bonded out. You don't know. Never. All right. She bonded out, released on $74,000 bond, but was banned from having any contact with kids apart from her daughter, 6 years old. She has broke her house arrest conditions 85 times in just 1 month.
Ooh, wow.
27 days, including visits to locations where children were present. Now, this
85 times she violated her probation?
I don't know how she's still on probation. How do you stay on probation?
Well, you do it one more time. We're serious. We're serious this time.
86 is the magic number.
Is she banging the cops too? What is even happening here?
Yeah,
that's wild.
She also breached her home curfew conditions 38 times. Maybe that's part of the 85. But yeah, it says 85 times in 27 days. She traveled to locations outside the scope of her approved activities, including retail stores and fast food establishments. A lot of these, places where kids are known to or able to be, just maybe not known to be, but yeah. Right. But none of this connects the blackmail to the sex.
Mm-hmm.
It just says she's had sex with some students. She's done a bunch of sexting, a bunch of racy video calls, all illegal stuff. And then there's a footnote that says it has since emerged that some students knew she had an OnlyFans account, and the teacher was allegedly blackmailed by students hoping to get better grades.
Yeah, one after another. These students are like, I too would like to sleep with you. I too would like to sleep with you. One after another after another. I guess we got to start the power hour and then do this.
We should do that.
Okay, go over to youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. I'm going to hit play on this. I'll try not to put too much commentary in the way so you guys can get the raw embarrassment of what went down yesterday. But right now, let's do the power hour.
They said it couldn't be done. Then they said,
my whole life is going to be upended if I don't have sex with these students.
It's time for the Power Hour on the News Junkie.
Wasn't me.
I had a feeling.
It wasn't me.
And it was confirmed.
Okay, here we go. To reset the stage, if you're just joining us here on the show, we learned yesterday that the suits wanted us to ditch out. They wanted us to cut off like half of the show or more yesterday because there was this iHeart all hands on deck event. The boss lady was there. She gave a nice like rah speech, getting everybody on board with the amazing work that everybody's been doing. And as part of it, there was the part that I hated. And that part was we want everybody to come up here and do some sort of karaoke song. Now, I'm not saying this as excuses for what's going on here. I am just saying this because it's the truth. It's real. The truth is that I was so distracted by a bunch of other things going on in my life. I let C-Lane decide what we were going to perform, and it couldn't have been a worse fit for me. It was just a really bad fit for me all the way around. C-Lane could have done any song up there. He's done Chocolate Salty Balls a million times.
I don't think I do that in front of coworkers.
The song. He's done the song Chocolate Salty Balls from South Park many, 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 many times. He's a performer. He's a singer. This is what he would do if he wasn't in radio. And he goes up there, and so he goes, John, we're going to do Bust a Move. And I said, okay. And I was supposed to do the women, the high part, of the song. So here they are calling us up onto the stage. Here we go.
Hello, I am young MC Lane. I'm a lady.
Where's your wig? All right, that's Jack, who's behind the camera, if you can't tell.
He's heckling.
And I didn't know what to say when C-Lane said, I'm young MC Lane, and I was like, that's kind of cool. So I just said, hi, I'm the lady.
I'm a lady.
Because I don't know.
I'm a lady.
Where's your wig?
Okay, you say so.
Was that the karaoke guy?
I guess.
He says, okay, if you say so. Like, bro, you're not on board with us here? All right, C-Lane's dancing. All right, I'm dancing too. I don't know if I should be dancing right now. This was one thing that I thought to myself, this was a bad move when I was moving my arms and dancing after C-Lane started breaking it down a little bit.
Oh, sweet moves.
Yeah. He's getting into it a little bit. You can hear this, John.
This guy's good.
Yeah, this guy's showing off a
You
little
should
bit.
quit radio and do this.
Yeah, this is what you should be doing. You should be young MC Lane. If this is the case. C-Lane is the Jack Black of real radio. True.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
And I can tell you're feeling yourself a little bit because at first he got off a couple of lines and he's like, now he's throwing a little energy behind it. All I'm thinking the whole time is, I don't know where to hit pitch wise. I don't know where to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
You can see it in my face that I'm like, welp. Here we go. And the worst part about this is that C-Lane had the crowd going. They're like, oh, yeah. They're bopping with C-Lane. They're all about it in this moment. And then I try to do my part. They're trying to drown me out, thank God. Oh, I hear him. Did that guy just start playing his saxophone?
It was just kind of riffing, you know?
It's like, God damn. Hold on. I realized, just so you know, you couldn't hear that. You could not hear that because I was drowned out by the backup vocals and a bunch of other stuff. So I realized that I had to go to a different pitch on the next time, all right? Now I'm just foot tapping.
Now I'm just like, how much longer is this song?
What are you talking about? Now I'm just sitting there going, how much longer is it? You're killing it right now.
Yeah, but I was screaming. I was out of breath.
You're nailing it. Yeah, of course, but you're doing a good job. And now I'm like, oh, God, you want it, you got it, things coming back around again. Thank God he was there. I look so uncomfortable on the stage.
Yes. The additional backup is really helping you out here.
The most comfortable you actually looked is when I surprised you with the T word, which is about to happen.
Yeah. Is that right here?
Yeah.
Because C-Lane drops the T word into the song.
I like the slow zoom here.
It's all Bradshaw's camel work.
Is it clear to anybody else at this point in time that C-Lane is carrying a lot more weight than I am in this?
Hey, man, I'm working on it. All right. No need to be a dick just because you sucked at karaoke.
C-Lane is exhausted right now from singing this song and nailing every single word. And I am just sitting there waiting like Sonic the Hedgehog, like, okay, I'm ready to ruin it again.
Yeah, cool moves, Grandpa.
Yeah, thank God he got us out of this. All right, thank you.
That was, I got up on stage and I told the guy running the karaoke that I was like, we're going to do 3 verses, 3 choruses and cut it. And the guy went, "No, man, you got to stay up there and dance." And I said, "Watch me, buddy. That's not happening. We're not waiting through that whole long-ass breakdown with no singing and then do the last verse just for some more half-assed you want it, you got it, and then peace out. We're done here."
I think that you did me a massive favor, so I want to say I appreciate that. I wish we would have chosen a different song. I wish we would have done Ice Ice Baby, because somebody else did Ice Ice Baby, and I'm like, I know every word. I would have drilled Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah, but they probably picked it before us.
They did, I think, because we were like last in with our, plus they had to move us around and stuff. The biggest problem was that I was sitting there the whole time. And somebody says, "Sean, your shyness is showing." It's not. I'm just sitting there. I don't have anything to do. I'm waiting while C-Lane's going and all of this stuff. I was waiting. I was just waiting. Sean could have made up for it with some movement. That was the movement that I had for you. Unless I was doing Ice Ice Baby, then I would have been like, yeah, I would have brought that one home.
All right.
Yeah,
there'll be another company rally.
Not with karaoke. I think this is I think this is one time only kind of thing.
A lot of the consensus afterwards was like, why was it only talent that was asked to do the karaoke? Why not some of the management? Why not?
Yeah, you guys should also be on the stage if that's what's going on here. I agree with you 100%. Dave said, "Love it. Thanks for sharing." I'm more worried about the visuals here because it's very hard to hear me. And this microphone, there's like a couple of microphones that they turned way down. It was very hard to hear me. But the visuals, for those of you who were watching, oh God, not a great look, to say the very least. We're going to take a quick break. You guys can give us your digestion of this and thoughts. We got a bunch more stories to work in before the end of the show here today. We'll get to your dispatches. We haven't had enough of those. Have we had any? I don't know if we have any. We'll get to your dispatches. That's on deck. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The roadways are wet out there. Scattered showers are affecting 429 I-4 in that Celebration area on the Greenway where it meets Florida's Turnpike. Those roadways are wet out there. The beach line's wet. That's causing traffic to slow down once you get off the ramp from Florida's Turnpike to I-75 northbound. There's still some stop and go due to that earlier accident. The left lane's getting affected. Travel with caution this afternoon. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the Beaches.
This summer, rediscover a place where every day gives your family more to take home than just a suntan. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the Beaches. Welcome to the new world. Explore Florida's historic coast.com.
Let me tell you, friends, I am so excited for those of you who are going through a tough situation to know that there's companies out there that do things the right way still. That company, the one I'm talking about, of course, is Mills Air. The problem is a simple one. Your air conditioner is not working. I know it's a moment where you start freaking out. It's a moment where you think, hey, this is going to be really, really expensive and this is going to be bad for me. But it's a moment where you realize there are still great companies like Mills Air that will be honest. Their techs will be out to your house lickety split, right there to show up to get you fixed and ready to go in your AC, nice and cold like it's supposed to be, thanks to Mills Air. They've been doing it since 1992. That is 30 years plus experience, 34 years and counting experience, keeping Central Florida cool. And Mills Air is the best of the best. So give them a call. Got a problem with your AC? 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by We Paint Everything. Visit wepainteverything.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
You already know that Mortgage Guy Don does traditional mortgages and refis, but if you want to take some equity out.
Hello, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Skull Mike activated. Rate my stage presence and dance moves out of 10 right now. TNJ chat, YouTube, and Twitch. Rate my dance moves and my stage presence out of 10 right now. Let's put some 10s on the board, baby. Let's see some 10s on the board. I got to get to all of these emails coming in here momentarily. 10 out of 10. You see? Oh, there's a negative 1. and a 2. Negative 20. I have to tell you, in the middle of it, I was like, how much flair should I put into this? But this is not an excuse. This is not a cop-out. I thought if I'm like, if I'm like doing one of these numbers, if I'm drawing too much attention to myself while I'm waiting for the chorus, it would overshadow Ceiling. That's just the truth. It's just the truth, okay? I didn't want to overshadow Ceiling. He was doing such a great job. Okay. It's not an excuse. 4 out of 10 for Sean's dance moves. 10 out of 10 teach me how to Dougies. All right, now let's rate C-Lane's performance out of 10, okay? He did the heavy lifting. We know you didn't like my performance. You want it. You got it. You want it, baby. You got it. We know that doesn't cut it for you. We know that is not enough for you necessarily. All right? Less was more for you? I think you're right, Alien. I do. I think you're right. But 10 out of 10 for Sealand, right? 203 out of 10? They did you dirty? Sealand should go to Hollywood. Golden ticket to Hollywood for Sealand, right? Golden ticket to Skid Row for Sean. It's like hearing angels sing. Oh, God. All right, we're coming back right now. All right, stand by. Sealand gets all the clap in more ways than one. Some guys get all the clap. All right, here we go. We're coming back live.
With limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
The global stage is lit. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is on.
Lionel Messi!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
Just a beauty for a second of the game.
Every unforgettable moment.
Wherever you are.
Brilliant from Mbappe. France lead.
Don't miss Team USA's next match Thursday night at 10 Eastern.
The world is listening.
Are you?
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Travel. That's travel. Enter it now.
Today is Mo Better with Josh Fowler, courtesy of Just Call Mo, Orlando's injury attorneys.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is
Welcome in as we roll on in a power hour here on a Wednesday in the world's most viral newsroom. Miss any of the show? Catch up over at thenewsjunkie.com. I did an exclusive a cappella version of it over on Skomike, but that will never, ever, ever be played on the air. Ever, ever, ever. Because I felt like they couldn't hear my singing enough to make it like as embarrassing as it could be. So while I was on Skomike, I gave him I gave him one chorus from Bust a Move. And I will just tell you, I asked them to rate the performances before that. Before that, they were saying Sean, -40 out of 10, -5,000 out of 10. Very, very bad numbers were coming in for me. And I said, rate Sealane's performance, right? Let's hear it for Sealane. And it was all 10 out of 10s across the board. They were
Obviously.
like, Sealane, great stage performance. And I was like, maybe you guys didn't get enough of the vocals. So during Skomike, I gave them the acapella. Like I gave them a better rendition of if there were proper mixing going on here. If the audio technicians would have been doing their job a little bit better, then it would have sounded like that. But that is only for the stream, and I'm sorry, friends. It ain't never going to make it on the show. That's where that's going to live and die. Thank God. All right, we're going to get into your dispatches here. We'll see what you have for us over on the website, which is where you can record yours, or on the app. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record yours right now. Let's see what we have here. Here is somebody talking about my latest spider curse situation, where I said now I made a mistake. I blame it on the spider curse. And I now am not allowed to pay my power bill online. They will not let me do it because I had an emergency account connected to it under the same name. And each month when I would go in, I would just click the account, but I didn't know what the account numbers were. I didn't memorize my account numbers. So I accidentally now twice have used this other account that doesn't have any money in it. And so when you do it, it immediately looks like it works. So you don't get any indicator. It's like, okay, that went through. That's fine. 12 days later, they go, oh, your bank didn't clear this charge. And I go, oh, no, shoot, I did it again. And I went over to go pay on the website, and they said, no, you can no longer pay that way. So now I have to pay at Walmart for a year. I cannot pay my power bill online. I had to go pay a $750 power bill at Walmart. And I'm just surrounded by all the poros that have to pay there with me. So this is Flip talking about that. Here we go.
So you can get away with going to Walmart for 1 year if you just next month when you get your bill, just go to your bank, take out $8,000, or go to your Scrooge McDuck safe behind the bookshelf there in your studio, get out $8,000, take it down to Walmart. Which, when they see $8,000 at a Walmart, they're going to be like, ooh-wee, look at there.
Party time. Run on the line.
Just pay it ahead of time. And the power company will give you a credit for a whole entire year or however long it takes for that money to run out. And boom, you're done.
They told me I couldn't do that. They said.
Really?
They said you can't.
I had that thought too.
I wanted to do that because I'd rather do that and not have to worry about it for like a year or something. But they told me I could not go positive in my account more than like $500 or something like that. There was some amount. And so I said, can I make this so I don't have to go to Walmart and wait in line and physically in person pay my power bill for 12 months? And they said, there's nobody you can call. There's nobody who could fix this for you. It's 12 months long. And I said, can I pay and put my account in the positive? And then it just automatically takes out. And they said, you can't bring your account over $500 into the positive. It was the thing that they told me. People are trying to make a clip out of me singing the song during the break on School Mike. You can't. I've made it so none of the accounts are able to do that. As I said, this audio is off limits. All right. There's only one person who could possibly do it, and he's doing a radio show, so he's not going to be able to obtain this audio.
Actually, I was trying to use AI to separate your vocals from the recording, and it's not going well.
No, just all right. If you're going to do it, just take the Skull Mike moment.
All
if
right.
you can find it, because I gave it to him. I belted it out, I think, and that was my best go at what it would have sounded like if it was clear. So we could do that for him. Let's do one more. Here's Big Al.
So Duke Energy does that when you have a bounced payment, or if you're 2 payments behind or something, they will not let you pay online. Now, my son was living with somebody paying the power bill every month, but the roommate wasn't paying the power bill.
Ooh.
They just had their power shut off 4 months ago for a $5,000 power bill. Woo. How the power company didn't turn it off earlier, I don't know. But, Sean, budget billing is something to look into. I do that, and it saves me from summertime sticker shock. Have a good one, guys. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
So he's talking about budget billing is you can make it so instead of it being really expensive in the summer months, they spread all that cost out over the course of the year, so it's a more predictable power bill. I mean, that's good. I think that's a great service to offer, actually, if you can believe it's legit, which it probably is. I don't necessarily want to do that. I just want to be able to pay my bill online. And I should have gone in. I'm an idiot. I should have gone in and deleted the account that was not the correct one, so I didn't run into this problem. But I find myself in another Sean problem. That's where I find myself right now. One more. Let's see. Let me refresh for the latest while C-Lane cues that audio up. Okay, no, I'm not playing that. Here is Meligator, I believe. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. Meligator, go ahead.
Hey guys, This morning I'm listening to the podcast from yesterday, and you guys are talking about saving seats at the pool. What drives me crazy is when you go to these theme parks and you go into the quick service restaurants, and 3/4 of the tables are empty except for the one person sitting there saving them for their family while they go in and order their food and get it. The problem is that the average person, even with children, takes 10 to 15 minutes to eat their food, and you're going to take twice as long as that waiting in line. These theme parks aren't dumb. They've done the research. They know when the busiest times of the day are. They know how to move crowds around their park. They open and close kiosks so that there's a flow of their restaurants, and so you can get your food and go and sit down.
True.
The worst part is that the people that do this are causing the problem that they went in there to avoid in the first place. Thanks, guys. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I appreciate that. You're right. I think you're right. I think it is a major problem, 100%. And you're absolutely right about that. And we need to make sure that these people are shamed. Shame is what we need to bring back. Shame people for doing this stuff. Did you find the audio?
Yeah, you want me to shame you?
I mean, you might as well.
You want it. You got it. You want it, baby. You got
Supposed to
it.
move.
That was really good.
So, yeah. It's so unforgiving like that.
You want it. You got it. You want it, baby. You got it.
There's no C-Lane saving my life. There's no C-Lane's. Even his moves were good. He was owning the stage.
They're all right.
I thought you did a great job, buddy. All right, I agree with him 10 out of 10, and I agree with their assessment on my performance. -20 out of 10. One last time, just for the record, though.
I was turning it off because my emails were coming through.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
No. You got it. You want it, baby. You got it.
I think that email was somebody sending me the clip.
Yeah, it probably was, actually. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll do the final dispatches. Sounds like a strange bird's mating call. Planet Earth. I'll be like, the very rare blue Pikachu caught right here. Its mating call unheard of.
You got it. You want it, baby. You got it.
Final dispatches,
kind
stories
of a
that
good
didn't
mating
make
call.
the cut.
You want it, you got it.
We're going to make this easy. Get over here. I'm bending over. All right, so when we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut in today to wrap it up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real music weekends are classic alternative.
Hello, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Skull Mike activated. Oh my God, crows are smashing into my windows. Ringtone, make it a ringtone. Does anybody want the raw audio of it? Because if you do, I will post it. If anybody wants the MP3, I will post it. I will post it exclusively on the soundboard, Bootsy. You're right. I'll put it on the soundboard.
It's sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can.
If you're a Secret Show subscriber, you get full access to the soundboard, but I will make this clip available for everybody out there, and you can download it.
Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Summer's here.
Sunstate, John, you gotta have a laser eye surgery. Is that for you? That sucks. Kind of sucks balls. What's going on, man?
More than just a barbershop or hammer and nails, it's total man care. Haircut, beard, hot towel with a drink in your hand from their fully
Are you know tips a clip of it?
We've got 4 locations waiting for you across Central Florida.
All right, hang on.
Service upgrade on your first visit, just mention my name, C-Lane, and Real Radio 104.1 when you book at hammerandnailsgrooming.com. Hammer and Nails, come as you are, leave as you want to be.
Did you know that Budweiser has donated over $33 million to...
While I do this, rate the show. Rate the show. 10 out of 10, it goes into the Hall of Fame. That's a winner right there. 1 out of 10, it goes into the Hall of Shame. We put it here, and I think about it when I can't get sleep at night. So he said I was channeling Mickey Mouse?
You want it, baby. You got it.
We know that. Okay, hang on. It's already up. Mama Greaser already posted it as a dispatch, but I'll post it as an MP3 for you, okay? I'll do it after the show when I'm doing the podcast. Hers is nice because it sounds like it's got a little bit of an effect on it too. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll get a little bit of a clearer clip and I'll get you an MP3, all right? It'll be on the soundboard by the end of the day. Left inside eye hemorrhage, bleeding in the eye, and horseshoe-shaped tear in my retina. Oh, God. Sorry to hear about that, Sunstate John. That sucks, man. I hope that all works out, obviously. I had a bad day. 10 wet bus stops out of 10. 10 out of 10 students hot for the teacher. 12 out of 12 monthly payments. Ouch. 9 out of 10 who's strangling the cat. 10 Wasson tit babbler calls out of 10. 10 out of 10 Shauna Ryoki. You sound like the uncle singing in the shower on Home Alone. 7.5 electric bill was too damn high. I won't be able to sleep at night after that? Well, come on. Some of this is a minor exaggeration. All right, we'll be right back. I didn't print today. I learned like an idiot. 10 out of 10, I can fix her. But can you? Can you fix her? Okay, now I'm printing for realsies. Damn, we got like no time. I have so many great clips that I'm not gonna be able to play. Oh, you're over here. Hey, Goose Springsteen. Keep an eye on it. Although I do have to go back. Oh, yeah, you think so? Why do I not believe you? How'd it go? Okay. Okay. Thank you all. Sunstate John, God bless you. I hope your eye feels better. Thanks, everybody. Mega Chat did well today. Couple of small issues I can tell from Mega Chat. But overall, things went pretty well. Chat continues and the fun continues over on chat.thenewsjunkie.com. Chat.thenewsjunkie.com. That audio will be the U.S. State Department's approved torture soundtrack. Honestly, I think it would be good for that. I think it would be successful. Okay. Here we go. Yep, gonna go watch YouTube videos after that, Sean. Why? What?
The softest pouch on the planet. Buy a can at onnicotine.com. Products for tobacco consumers 21 years of age or older. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. This summer, we're turning up the heat on other dealers with all-in pricing online at greenwaykias.com. The price you see is the price you pay. No games, no surprise fees, just easy upfront pricing. Plus, get rates as low as 0% APR on select new Kias. And a helpful finance team working to get you approved even if your credit isn't perfect. It's the Summer Sticker Sales Event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia. With approved credit offer expires 7/5/26.
Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. That's bankofamerica.com/gamechangers.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio. 104.1. Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is the...
That didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Those are all things we would like to do on the show.
That would be really cool if we could do those
yeah,
things.
Unfortunately, we're so out of time. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. Today I Learned this guy. Young MC. That's right. Young MC Lane, Josh, is the best way to put it, truly, for a day like today. Thank you for hanging out with us. Oh, yeah, Young MC, Flea played bass on this song. Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, huh?
Cool.
Huh? How about that? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Great job, C-Lane. Great job, Josh.
Thanks.
What about that guy? What about that guy?
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow,
Good job,
same
mate.
time, same place. Missed any of this show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com.